Oh wow, it did not wait for me to click. Alright. That's not correct. That is not correct. I am not at 120 subscribers. Gonna call it out every single time because fuck. That's no, yeah, it's Streamlabs. Fuck Streamlabs, dude. I'm at 133 subscribers. I'm so close, so much closer to the to the August subscriber goal. You know, I think I should just down. I think I should just re-update it. I'll re-update it. Is there? We'll lay up. Done. Use. My God, it logged into the wrong account. What the? Did I click on the wrong one just now? Holy shit! I am a. Okay, give me 1 sec. There we go. There we go. The October stream streak subscriber goal. That took way too long to get ready. But yeah, here we go. Okay, so for today, we're back. Been 7 weeks. I done 6 weeks of video release. We are going to talk about that on one of these 14 days, and then a week of rest because there were some things happening in my life and I needed to just relax, and I did. And now I'm here streaming for you. Hopefully, you are there to enjoy it. And tonight, the plan is that we will be reacting to Worlds this night, right? So, is the stream going on or not? I am really. It should be going. It is going on. Okay, good. Why is my Discord not notifying anyone about it? Doesn't make sense, but I'll give it some time. Public, right? This is public. Yeah, everything's good. So I'm really puzzled about why it. But yeah, okay. So we'll just get on with the topic. If it shows, it shows. If it doesn't, I'm so. I'll check back in like maybe. All right, I'm just gonna turn off the lights. Ta-da! I'm back. Right. So, uh Damwon versus. Here we go. Damwon versus Mad Lions.
Very standard, along with Damwon actually removing some of that power from the bot side of the map. Typically, we've been seeing a lot of Yumis and Namis removed. Often the Lucian can sneak through, but the problem for Mad is you also have to remember that Khan can play that Lucian up towards the top side, along with it being an option in the bot lane as well.
Yuumi continues to sit on the ban bench.
Okay, so tonight there's no delays. That's good for both you and I. We can enjoy it without having a hassle of game delay. There's been a lot of game delays on Worlds, and I am very sad about that. One thing I take pride in is just preaching how good Worlds is compared to any other out there. But here it's just really showing that not about games production wise, it is pretty lacking. Unlike last year, we did see. Oh wait, okay, that's one thing. That's one problem. That may be one problem. It was originally going to be in China.
Still considered likely the best jungler in the world.
It was supposedly going to be in China, and they had to move to Reykjavik. Like I think it's like a month or two before Worlds happening. That's gotta be a huge blow to the production. Wonder how much money they wasted.
Interested to see the Graves here as well for Mad. Actually, the first time they picked that across the course of Worlds. It is Elioya's most played in the entirety of his career, but as you said, Azael usually goes up towards the top side.
Okay, so let's talk about this now. TF deleted. I don't think that's a good ban. I don't think it's a necessary ban, but I respect that ban.
We've seen a lot of success from Syndra so far at the World Championship. It does seem
so Lee Sin, Miss Fortune, Syndra. It's still the priority picks. I really like DK's team setup right now. But I don't know about the Graves. The Graves feels over prioritized, a little bit overrated. In my opinion, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Armor on Graves. I don't really think like Armor is that good on base. We'll see. But this is going to be like having Orianna at mid. I do wish that Mad Lions like pull out a surprising stick and beat up DK. So I'm still looking forward to the last two picks.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like the Rakan coming out from him.
So Kennen gets banned out. I'm curious if they're actually going to leave Khan's.
The world's meta has set Aphelios versus Miss Fortune every single game now. That's like, that is definite. You can take that out of the equation.
Really worried about one of those matchups over the other. If they're worried about both, hey, you can leave them both up and actually target a different pick, something like a support here. But I do think Jax would make a lot of sense given how well Khan performed on it during the group stage.
Fair.
It's pretty interesting because we've seen Khan play both sides of the matchup and he won both of them.
I really wish that they like Matt just pull surprising one and put Graves on AD and give Armored Yorick or
should be able to get ahead early against the Jax. The question is, can you do that against Khan?
And they could actually
I think Yorick's good here.
Where they did a similar thing.
And then give Armored Yorick and then
a preferential top lane matchup on red side. This is a very similar draft actually to what Cloud9 was kind of setting up, and that was a very
lock in on the support. Do not lock in on the last one. There we go.
That was the longest game that Damwon had, and they did actually create a pretty big advantage over.
Good. I like the Leona. If they do the Yorick here, I think Matt's composition is gonna be insane.
Take the support, give yourself the possibility of flexing.
I forgot Aphelios is opt in, so Elioya and Graves.
Perhaps think that Graves is going to go towards the top lane.
Not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. Sounds like a pretty swell idea.
The misfortune, bullet time, and the quickness can work very synergistically.
certainly can, and I think the Rakan has actually just been so impactful. Ironically, for a lot of the Western teams, I feel, at this tournament, a lot of Western supports really liking the roaming potential and engage tools that Rakan does have, but we will see that in the hands of Beryl going into Kaiser's Leona. So we're going to have engaged supports, which I know you're definitely excited about, Medic. These are your favorite supports to cast and watch. And now we're going to find out, what will Mad do? Will they keep this Graves into the top side? Because Khan has picked not the strongest early game matchup, but definitely a greater scaling matchup as the game progresses.
I mean, if they want to try the Jax again, Jax is actually a pretty good matchup to actually scale and answer that Gwen. But Armut did not look super comfortable on Jax when he brought it out in the group stage. So I actually feel like I would prefer them to just play towards comfort here.
I feel like this would be a great Poppy game. Once again, Rakan, Lee Sin. But it looks like that instead they will go for the flex option.
Flex, yeah. This time though, it wasn't actually the Jax, because I think Damwon had the read that this could be happening. They go for the Gwen instead. Gwen can farm it out against champions like Graves. Yes, you may expect Gnar to—
Wait, what was— oh, the Gnar. Wait, no, this is not what I was hoping for.
In those side lanes, unless you're going—
wait, go back.
Perhaps think that Graves is
on Jax when he brought it out in the group stage. So actually,
okay, I guess Gnar is better than Yorick in this case. DK locked in on Gwen, pretty good. It's a pretty good fighter into like melee matchups. So the Gnar is very decent lock-in. Good CC control. I really do like the Gnar lock-in, but the only problem with this entire game is that they have Elyoya on Graves. I don't think Graves in this meta in the
Gwen is actually pretty difficult to punish in those side
look at him, he's not really that happy. Either he's not happy or he's like really focused right now.
Damwon Kia up against Mad Lions, the LCK first seed up against the LEC's first seed. And as we get on into the game, let's listen to this World's Anthem, Burn It All Down, the Bezomorph remix.
It's a tense one. Game one of this best of 5. We're guaranteed 3. We know that.
The glass is half full.
Guaranteed 3.
We will also have League of Legends here today.
We have League of Legends today.
10 champions will be on the Rift.
But we haven't talked much about this composition in their entirety. Thinking about what Damwon have drafted, I do think they have pretty good scaling. I think they have an incredibly powerful mid-jungle duo, and I think that this is really where you have to keep your eyes on in this early game.
Absolutely.
Because my expectations
this version has better background than the actual
lyrics. Along with the Lee Sin,
I think the lyrics just made it really weird. I don't really like it.
Flash to mitigate her control on the lane, and then look to threaten either the bot side of the map or potentially the top.
I don't know how to feel about Elyoya and Armut right now. The last time we seen them, they're fighting against each other.
Like the Gnar, so even
like
if he's
in
on comfort,
terms
they
of
shut him
like
down
chat,
in the early game.
voice chat.
With Aphelios also being a strong late game champion alongside the Graves, you kind of look at what they're playing into, and Syndrome Misfortune, with the amount of zone control that they can have,
Graves into Lee Sin isn't that bad, I guess.
First on the objective, it becomes very difficult for Mad to
I don't know. There's just so much AP approach coming in from DK. I'm a little scared about this entire game.
Damwon is kind of setting themselves up for success largely just because of this Syndra pick and how well it can actually answer a lot of the champions that Mad have drafted themselves.
And of course, if you want to set up on an objective first, usually you need to have a gold lead, an item lead, a tempo lead coming into the mid game, and that's not something that Mad Lions have done that often across this world. It's definitely a weak early game team where they're team fighting, allowing them to shine later on.
Yeah,
Look
I think
at that, dude. Humanoid just got into lane and he already lost like
Mad's early game definitely has not
30,
been the strongest.
30, 20, 20, 25% of his health.
Obviously, you can see that Damwon, they do win a lot, but they always take first tower. They average a 3k gold lead at 15 minutes.
That's terrifying.
Like, they average 2 kills at 15
oh
minutes.
Oh my god, Humanoid just got into lane.
Contrast in the stats.
Orianna is supposed to be the counter pick this game.
The only team better than them is T1. So LCK dominance seems to be coming back on the menu right now. Kaiser and Kazi getting pushed out here. The Arcane Comet on Ghost with that Make It Rain doing a lot of work.
Yeah, absolutely. Really just kind of itemizing there, rather ruining for the lane. And Showmaker has just been hitting Q after Q after Q on Humanoid, and he probably has to go back to base here. He's actually out of Corrupting Potion charges. He wants to stick around to actually stave and try to get that wave, but it's getting a little bit dicey there for Humanoid in mid.
So this ward will spot out Elyoya's positioning as he has decided to do a full topside clear. Meanwhile, Canyon, he started on his red, pathing up towards the top side.
Showmaker's
But really good
crazy,
damage
dude.
coming out from Showmaker in the early game.
Dude, Showmaker is
Syndra is one of those
crazy,
champions that in the
dude.
early game, especially into an Orianna. I was kind of surprised to see the Orianna come out from Humanoid because in the 1v1, it's not the strongest, as you see more trading in bot lane.
Ignite down onto Bell, of course he can just jump away. No, actually wasn't the Ignite, sorry, Kai'Sa still has that.
I thought he used Ignite
Yeah,
as well.
it did look like it, but wasn't burned.
Man, he
Oh
has just
my
been
lord.
relentless in this laning phase, hitting almost every single skill shot, and Armut dangerously
Armut's
low here.
losing the
Khan actually
top as
winning the
well.
early
Oh my
levels.
god.
This surprising has been
I'm
very
so scared.
good
I am
at actually hitting
so
the center
scared for
of the
Matt
stick
Lyons
step.
right now.
He's actually playing
I'm actually
Ghost as well,
predicting
which
that
is
Matt will win
really
this game.
powerful in the 1v1 later on against the Gnar.
It's really dumb.
It makes it much more difficult for Gnar to keep distance. You pop the Ghost, even if he hops back, you can often close that gap again.
I can't think
and
of a
really
butt.
chase
There's no
this guy
buts
down.
here. Like it's
And
just
because of the ward that
it's
was
just flat out
spotted,
dumb. I am
Elioya on the
I am
Razor Beaks as well,
so
they know
nervous
he's
for
pathing
Matt
down
Lyons
towards the
right
bottom
now.
side,
They are
allowing
not looking
Khan
in a
to
good
step forward
position.
in that lane to harass down
at
Armut.
this
Means that Armut's
this
gonna have
point.
to burn his TP early.
Oh,
So
dude, you
is
came
Humanoid.
into a
Humanoid
lane and you
already
already
takes the
lost
top.
like
Canyon
30% of
position-
your health
position
bar.
here.
40,
What could be the
40% of
first
your
gank
health
of the
bar.
game,
Oh
doesn't
my
land it.
god,
Showmaker
dude.
low on mana, will just
Showmaker.
step away.
But I think Showmaker
You're
won't even need to use his
disgusting.
TP in this situation. He can likely just walk back into lane, have that TP advantage, and you can already see how Damwon's early laning phase prowess is already netting them small advantages across the board. CS lead starting to build up in top and mid, and the fact that Damwon had priority in all three lanes gives Canyon so much agency to kind of do whatever he wants. So Damwon already off the bat showcasing very strong performance early on.
Absolutely, and it gets pretty
that's
tough
good.
here for Armut when he had to actually base. He couldn't even afford any potions, so if he does take any bad trades, he's not going to really have a way to recover from that. But thankfully for him, Khan did take a tower shot, and will even things out a little bit on the top side.
Armut also running that fleet footwork too to give him a little bit of sustain during the laning phase as well, but definitely something to be concerned about as well. Keeping my eyes on Canyon as well, because that mid lane is always that point that's very, very scary for the Mad Lions, especially with how much Showmaker is playing. And remember that when you kind of have this Graves versus Lee Sin matchup, Graves just kind of wants to focus on power farming, wants to make sure that you kind
Oh,
of scale up.
Graves isn't
whereas
seen.
ganking-
Until now.
Humanoid gonna get locked up with the stun flashes away.
Right, flashes away.
And will be a summoner burnt there. Khan here underneath the tower. Elioya was spotted on vision. Khan's gonna try and turn back in. No flash on the Gwen, remember. Canyon on his way up. Armut just trying to play with Khan for the moment, but Khan just keeps dodging around. Elioya's like, I can't stay any longer because Canyon could be here.
Man, just look at the vision that they actually have all the way
That's-
down this river.
that's-
This
that's
whole
a good play
line
from,
of vision
Khan.
across the map here for Damwon from top
There's
to
no way.
bottom. So many
Well,
wards
this game is
covering
just
there.
looking almost like
Guys are going in.
Yeah,
for
this
fight
game
down
is just
towards the
looking
bottom
straight
side.
up
Now putting a
impossible
chunk
for
down
Matt to
onto
do
Kazi.
anything.
There's TP coming in from Damwon, and
coming in.
Kai'Sa will be
Kai'Sa
sacrificed for this
overextended.
one. You have to think.
Showmaker flashes
looking
forward,
for the
he'll
flash. Two
not
can't quite land it. Kazi
take
able to dodge to the
Kazi
side.
just yet.
Kai'Sa
Never
able to
mind,
kill
not
off
anymore.
Bell, gets
Ooh,
first blood. It's
Kai'Sa got
answered.
the first
Damwon will
blood,
take
though.
a 2-for-1 deal in the bottom lane.
Is that a double?
Nicely done here.
Not enough.
Showmaker with the TP advantage. He held onto the TP. He won the mid lane there, and now down to bot. Kai'Sa
got
does
their
get a
start.
kill, but Armut, no, there's no flash, so he should be able to keep distance, but this is what you're worried about when you don't
That one
have
got their start.
those potions. These situations
That.
become so dangerous. They don't actually have eyes on Canyon right now. For all he knows, Canyon could be pathing up towards top, and we'll see if Armut does want to stay around because Khan just hit 6. The potential of a dive is definitely there.
Really impressive early game so far from Damwon, and just really great utilization of the teleport from Showmaker to help DK get those early kills.
You guys want to get involved in the conversation? Verizon
Oh
5G
my
Ultra has to
God.
flash the needles. And perhaps you have something to say about that. Join us, give us your cheers, tell us who you're supporting.
No flash on Showmaker, and Kai'Sa is making his way towards mid lane. Humanoid has 6.
Stun's gonna land on Showmaker. There's
Nice.
Showmaker coming back as well. Showmaker, no flash as you said. Betty caught out underneath the tower, but Bell is blocking this beautifully. And Elioya can't get the autos off in the end. They do manage to do it. Mad equalizer.
Alright, they got
still
one.
So,
They got
Matt,
something
They
back.
get themselves a punish onto Showmaker. Even though he did TP down into bot and assist his bot lane in getting a kill, he had to invest a lot to get it. And Kai'Sa, recognizing this, looks for a roam into mid, leveraging Elioya's numbers advantage. They're able to find themselves a kill. So the gold will actually equalize, even though Mad find themselves a little bit behind in the mid and top lane 1v1.
Was a close thing, but really nicely done there from Matt. You know, good CCG and layering the shockwave over top. Elioya is there, and that was really the difference maker as Canyon was not around. Matt really needed that. You're going to get the kill. You're going to deny the wave. That's going to help to equalize things in the mid lane quite a lot.
It's one of the things that has really made Kai'Sa shine as a support in the LEC and here at Worlds. His ability to get out of the lane, to roam around, to influence the rest of the map. He actually spent less than 30% of his time in the group stage with his AD carry in the first 15 minutes. It was the lowest duo proximity of all supports. Beryl was close, you know, 37%, but that 7 percentage point difference can mean all the difference in fights like this.
Certainly
Okay,
can.
Humanoid's starting to look better right now. He has his boot, so
8-minute mark
playing
left
around
to figure out
Showmaker
that
skills
Herald and what
is
both
gonna
teams
be
want to do.
better now.
If you've ever watched a T1 game, you know that they love prioritizing that Herald, and you know that when it comes to Damwon, when it comes to these early objectives, they have a lot of prior on it as well. With the leverage that they have in
In
mid,
6.
they look to contest it.
Elioya does still have flash, has the quick draw to jump across the wall as well, but as you say,
That's fine.
Damwon Kia
That
getting
is a fine
control
move.
of the vision in that top side river. Kaiser working his
So,
way
oh,
up here. from the
now
right
you
So notice the
fucking
Kaiser
share
is
it.
just
Ah, it's
sacking away
fine.
bot, waiting for Kaiser
Double
to catch
ping
away
because
so
you
he
guys
can
you
get
guys
to the
deserve
Herald
to know that
first.
I'm streaming.
But now Ghost will be able to rotate before the enemy AD carry counterpart, and because you're Misfortune, you will be able to rotate very quickly. So Damwon should have numbers advantage should a fight break out.
Yeah, I don't know if Matt are going to want to fight this. Arma just expended the ultimate to actually push the wave here. So not having the Mega Gnar ult available does make things dicey. The scatter lands.
Kaiser stunned up, of course, very
Not gonna
techy
be
with
much.
that equips on the Leona. Wade pushed in the mid lane.
I saw the same bullet time that you did, Azel. I was expecting
I was like, are they gonna do it?
Yeah. But instead, they're just going to use it as a warning shot. For now, Damwon will leverage their numbers advantage to secure themselves the Herald, and Mad are making the trade for the Drake. Or at least that's what I expect, as we see Showmaker working with Canyon to secure that objective.
It's also interesting to see that Beryl actually did go Spell Thieves this time around. You're not going Relic Shield. A lot of Archons do prefer to go the tankier option when you are playing against CC heavy supports like the Leona. You have the ability to lock him down, and they're trying to punish on bot side knowing that Canyon is top.
Okay,
Oh,
Barrel's
see
gonna be
Ghost, he
dead.
couldn't jump to him because of the smoke screen.
Oh,
That's the reason he had to flash out of it and
no.
then dance away. Really good stuff there by Elioya.
I hate that spell.
But Kaiser did end up missing his E. I don't know what direction he was throwing that, but I don't think he was smoke screened.
It was a warning shot, you know, just like mid lane.
But yeah, I think that Mad actually missed a big opportunity there to get themselves a kill. And the thing is now that while they committed to that, they won't actually be able to secure the Drake, or at least it's a little more risky, because they don't actually have information on Canyon. With Khan's TP also coming up, it becomes a much more dangerous objective, and Ghost can just be a pain because thanks to that ward.
Part of my concern here is just Khan
Today's
is
late.
having such a good time. It feels like
No, not
in the
really.
top lane,
I'm
you're
on
already up
schedule
about
for
2 waves
myself.
there on the scaling pick. He's just on tabbies, right? When you actually get up towards Riftmaker, Gwen becomes
I am
like
going
a whole
to
new
do the
champion. This is like
14-day
Pokemon, you
stream
get the
streak
next evolution.
from today
And
until
it gets
the
really,
Sunday 2
really
weeks after.
hard.
I'm going.
I think
Sorry, no,
for
the
Gnar,
Saturday 2
towards
weeks
those later
after.
stages to answer.
I'm going to be
Yeah, I
streaming
think that
throughout,
one of the big scaling
and
advantages that
I need to
Damwon
get
does
things
have is, like, we
ready
talked about
before
the
doing
range
so.
earlier
I
on,
don't
but
like want
who
to
matches Khan on
be
the side lane,
coming
right?
in and
Like,
then
sure,
suddenly
you can
say that,
send
oh,
Khan
I'm
off
not
to
gonna be
Wolves the way,
free or
but
anything like
at no
that.
point
So
would you
I'm
really
started
be able
streaming
to
today.
stop
Doesn't
Khan
mean that I
doing
need to be
when
here
things
throughout the
generating so
entire
much
world
pressure
journey
that no
because
one can
I
really
was
answer.
not here.
Exactly. And if you're just locked into standing in your tower,
Maybe
clearing
next
out
year.
waves, well, that gives Damwon
I have an
fresh
idea on
room.
like
You
how
push in, you
to
move,
handle the
cast a
worlds
teleport,
next year,
you go back,
but
you
I don't
repeat.
know
Now you have
if
TP advantage.
I'll be able
These
to
types of plays
execute it yet.
are very
A
difficult
lot of
to
planning
answer,
coming
and
in
so many teams have been
for my
utilizing
idea,
that kind of
so we'll
pressure to take over a third
Pre-season?
quadrant of the jungle here at Worlds.
Dude, we're like what?
Ahmed expending the TP to the top side means that
Maybe 2
Mad
months away
Lions
from
do not
preseason.
have that extra teleport to get down to this fight. Damwon Kia have control of the bottom side river. And Khan continues just to push in the top lane. A 16
So I'm not too
CS
worried about
lead
preseason
at the
for now.
11-minute markers. Canyon and Beryl look to set something up. They won't get it, but this is kind of state of the game for Khan. Like, he has been so dominant throughout the course of this Worlds. 22.5 CSD at 15 minutes. 22.5. That's insane.
I mean, the 1.5k gold at 15 would be really good for a whole team. It's just him.
Khan has been very impressive, and he continues
Damn,
that
dude.
impressive performance here in this game. I suppose that if you're looking at it from the Mad Lions perspective, the fact that they've stayed relatively even this far into the early game is already a big improvement. Contrast to what we saw during their group stages, where this is where they've often been punished, trying to force a lot of plays, where the execution is often
This is
been
good.
punished.
I actually do
Damwon have
appreciate
found lane
this.
advantages, but that's only
That is
resulted
playing
in
like
a 400
very,
gold
very
lead for now.
safe
I think
right
it's a
now.
good point, and we know
And their
how
composition
good
is very
that
late
can
game.
be in the team fight, and they definitely have.
They
those
start
kind
to
of
make
X factors that can change a game
appearances
for the 5v5. The
when
Mega Gnar,
Aphidos
their
hits
Shockwave,
his,
the
like,
engage
second
from
item.
Kaiser can flip
And
the game
same
on
goes
its
for
head. So,
Humanoid.
you know, Matt not in a bad position here.
Even
whatsoever.
Humanoid
Armut,
like
though,
just
could be
went
in trouble.
for
Going up
tier
towards
first
that
item.
Mega Gnar, but Khan
Armut's
just
not gonna
continues
die
to
here.
Needle after needle into his back. Armut forced away, forced off the wave. Khan will farm this one and push it forward.
Khan is
Riptide
really,
coming in
really
mid lane
good
as
at
well. That should
picking
get
his
at least
fights.
a couple of plates as Showmaker continues to harass. Quickness coming out. Beryl going to go in with a charm. There's the bullet time. Solar Flare.
Oh,
was
Karzi
short
flashed
from
a
Kaiser.
little early.
Didn't land it on Ghost, didn't get the stun, only got the slow, and that doesn't stop the bullet time from raining down.
Nicely done there from Beryl. Recognizes that Kaiser is not in the lane. Karzi doesn't have cleanse, and he just waits for the flash to come through, and they're able to find a quick and easy kill. Now Armut is the one getting aggressive in the 1v1, but he's not going to win out on an extended trade. He will just use his ult to disengage. And I'm surprised that neither team has actually gone for the Drake. I feel like that there's been very clear windows for both teams, but they're going to hold off for now.
This is almost back to like how the first round robin was, where it was all just playing around gold leads, playing around lanes.
Like,
The
Devon
Dragons
is
were
playing
almost
surprisingly
completely
well,
ignored.
which, like,
And it is
well,
interesting
strange.
to see kind of a return.
They're
now,
not,
because
like,
in the
looking
second round
for
robin, it was
way too
all
big
about
things.
stacking those early dragons. As soon as Kaiser leaves, there's just no hesitation here. Beryl straight on in to Karzi.
Just very clean execution there and a really big punish from the Dom1 bot lane. A much
That's
needed
good.
advantage because now you can see that all of a sudden that very early or that gold difference that was non-existent has now very quickly accelerated in favor of Dom1.
And one of the scary things is Karzi now flashed down. That was not the flash used from Beryl, so the potential of
Elyoya failed to
utilizing
kill
his
the
flash to pick
clean
him
up
off
the
in the
last
next fight
wolf.
does get that much higher.
The thing there for Karzi is you kind of have to flash as soon as you see the quickness. You can't really react to the quickness W. It's that short range as Canyon looks for a fight down towards this bottom lane.
Yo,
Dragon's range.
Canyon waited that one out. That one's really dope. Oh, damn, dude.
Incredible predictions from Beryl.
Oh, Canyon in the awkward position. Showmaker flashes forward for the stun. Will get him down, Aphelios.
Okay, Beryl
God damn, dude.
goes
God
nasty
damn.
over the wall there, has the prediction. And now they're going to get the dragon. Matt, unfortunately, not even able to trade back there on Canyon. Wasn't even his flash, it was just multiple Warthogs, it looked like, closing the gap. And is he able to get that Warthog
Can
Canyon
you
on
pick that
Yellow?
like a
And it was
monster?
Beryl that was one of the players that
He
received a lot of
didn't
criticism
instantly
from
gone,
Damwon
instantly
throughout the
went
year.
for
Someone
the
that
kickback.
seemed to, like,
He waited for
still
Elyoya
have
to do the
that same
dash before
engaged
going
playmaking
for
potential that he had
um,
before. I would say
the
yeah,
dash
at least in
crack.
this game he's
Sorry
coming
for the
up.
word jump, I
He's
mean.
been able to
That's
punish
really
Karzi,
dope.
Playmaking,
positioning
check.
in the lane. Yeah, it definitely does have that, and now he punishes Elyoya as well. Damwon very quickly taking control of this early transition into the mid game, and now they'll start sieging onto these tier 1 towers, and after a good trade from Khan and good pressure from Showmaker, they're likely going to knock down these first towers.
I mean, that's flash down for Armut, right? He's just using the ultimate. Khan, every single time it comes up, he's using it to trade. He has the Leeching Leer, he has superior sustain.
And what option
and
do
he's
you
gonna have
have
the Riftmaker
as
here
an
very soon, so
Elyoya?
he knows, just go
Like,
aggressive every single
Are
time.
you going
Here
to
it is
just
one
hold
more
your
time.
dash
Elyoya and Kaiser trying to
and
compete
wait for him
vision
to
in the
do
mid
that
lane,
word
but
jump?
It's all about the move here from Showmaker.
Especially
Showmaker's
since that he
coming
could
over,
easily
and
just
Humanoid
do
is
that
not able to
flash.
actually
Oh, sorry,
join,
that
so
out flash.
All Matt can do is retreat.
What I liked there was Elyoya was expecting the kick, so he then dashes preemptively, but Canyon's like, nope, I'm not going to kick you yet. But then the moment that the stun comes through from Kaiser, he's like, okay, now I can make the play. I know that you don't have your dash available, and just really good patience there from Canyon with the follow-up from Beryl to allow Damwon to get themselves a good number of kills.
It's the second time in 2 plays that we've seen Damwon with that little bit
Really
of extra
disgusting.
patience. The quickness down in the bottom lane, now into that kick, and over the last 3 minutes, it's gone from a
Oh
relatively
my,
even
oh
game to a
my
3,000 gold
god,
lead for the world
dude.
champs.
Oh my god.
One, apparently that's his name, at Vincent. The fan prediction was that the fans are overdosing on hopium. I will say, guys, as a medical professional, can't overdose on hopium, just makes you very sleepy. I know I'm going to be having a nap after this series. So.
Well, I think the EU fans are going to need a lot more hopium after this.
I am
early
on
game,
hopium
because
right now. Like,
Damwon,
I
we've already
do
talked
feel
about it with the
sleepy too,
compositions.
so
I feel like that
totally
there's
true,
a
totally
scaling problem with
realistic.
Khan in a side lane. There's a range problem with the Syndra MF, and like the way in which Mad are going to have to navigate these team fights. I think it's going to be a difficult challenge for them, especially now that they find themselves at a 3,000 gold deficit.
I like these kind of plays, though. No one actually here to
Mad
answer
Lions
the
are
wave,
losing
but
their grip,
if someone
but-
were there, well, they have 3 Mad players bot. You
Not
look
too
for these
late.
odd number of
I mean, it's
plays,
not
you
too
look for
far
a 3v1,
gone.
a 3v2, where you can find some sort of a pick. But Damwon knows
That is a
the bot
late
side is
Rift
weak side.
Herald.
They're just going to ignore that. They're going to trade on top side, utilizing the Herald. And
But it
likely,
will
they
still
can just
secure
go for a
a,
second
charge.
charge here after
Maybe
claiming
a
this first
second
2-1.
dash. Most likely a
Mad
second
trying to
dash.
react,
Four,
Armut,
four
Elyoya
on
the
top.
way up here. Humanoid will
5.
get the tower in the bottom lane. No TP on him, so won't be able to join a fight if it does erupt on the top side.
God damn,
Damwon,
dude.
all
God
5 players within arm's reach of each other. Karzi trying to come across, but Khan is holding him at bay. Mad Lions, another charge of this Rift Herald will come in for Damwon. Kia, Mad Lions smited away. Beryl going in with the quickness. There's a charm, bullet time, and the combo's just
The
too darn
Humanoid just-
deadly. Elyoya
there's
is
nothing
down.
that
The
Humanoid
Rift
can
of
do.
Life, he rests in peace and perhaps with it, Mad's hopes of winning this game.
Damwon just make it look so easy. They know they have 5 players. They know that Humanoid is bot. They also probably know that Humanoid does not have teleport.
Yeah.
And once again, Beryl with his engage, he just walks up underneath and he says, well, Elyoya, you still don't have flash, so I'm going to punish you. Damwon get themselves a tier 2. They get themselves another kill, and they continue to dominate as we transition into the mid game.
I just think it was so well done. Even the zoning from Khan, you know, zoning Carzzy out, making it more delayed. The initial play is basically like a 5v3. Carzzy is not really able to contribute too much. They know Humanoid's bot side. The one little piece of
Humanoid just
hopeful
run,
news
thank
is
you.
that Humanoid,
Humanoid did
hold on
get
the bot side,
2
both those
turrets,
towers, here it
so
is
that's
again.
really good.
Carzzy not there just yet. Barrel going in again. Prediction.
Ah,
on that
no,
jump back, and
Humanoid,
Humanoid's in trouble.
no ultimate,
Sometimes
yes.
hope dies pretty quickly after
Yes,
it is
does have.
born.
Oh, no!
Shockwave, and Humanoid in a side lane dies.
He was in the river.
He was in the
But
side lane to
did
start it
die.
off
He
with.
definitely did. So that small bit of hope
Oh my
suddenly
God,
disappears as it is
stop
shut
being
down
so
by Captain.
good!
Best of Flash, and now Mad looking to try and punish Showmaker. His flash is on cooldown, but recognizes
Entire
the potential
team
collapse.
on
Again,
D
I think
on
we just saw with Damwon and how
fucking
they
is on
read them
fucking
so well.
steroids right now.
Numbers advantage, the way they can punish their opposition.
Barrel
They've done
spot
a great
too.
job so far in this game to put them in the position that they're now in.
Armut,
I'm gonna be honest,
probably
though,
getting
Goldie's
caught
not
out.
as bad as it feels,
Yeah.
right? Like it feels like a stomp right now. It is getting, you know, up to a 4K. But Matt have done a pretty good job of trading back. Humanoid is closing in on a second item. You always have that slim hope of looking for that big team fight. If you can find the multi-man Shockwave, if you can find the multi-man Meganar. But the thing is, Matt is going to have to find that window, I think, pretty soon, because if you give too much time to Damwon, they're going to bleed you out of this game. They're going to take over your jungle. They're going to split push you out. Obviously, the Riftmaker has been done for some time now, moving towards the Cosmic Drive. And when Gwen hits that, there's just really no escaping on the side of it.
The problem I see from Mad is the only towers that they've been able to take her down in the bot lane, whereas Damwon have just kind of opened up the map, and that just
There's some problems.
the struggles for me come from Mad, because if I was Mad in this game, I'd be looking like, how do we even move into the river? But every time we push away, he's just going to hit a tower and instantly get cleared.
I guess the one benefit for Mad, one bad thing
And,
for Damwon is how late that first dragon was, as Khan looks for a kill in the top lane. Neither was coming out. They're trying to
Blacked away, would not be able to stay alive.
As well, and Humanoid TP's in to what could be an early death, manages to flash away. Shockwave was used as the man have to retreat.
Looking for the flame.
So much work being done here by Ghost.
Oh.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Carzzy dies. Showmaker and Canyon pick him up. And it's just one after the other.
straight
The Mad Lions are walking into their coffins.
All right, the hope is dead. It's getting rough here. It was nice
I am
last inning. Carzzy trying to come over to support the team there.
I know
but
that
they have no vision.
for a
So
fact now.
Canyon, Showmaker, they just turn around,
And
they pick
I
off the
think
marksman,
that
and now
one
it's
is
straight
going
on
to
the Baron.
3-0
No
Mad
answer in
Lions.
sight here for
Starting
Mad.
now.
That Baron is going down.
I feel like shit. I wanna quit. I don't wanna watch this game anymore.
This Fortune ult's going to come out just for good measure, but an absolute stomping here from Damwon. And you'll see that Carzzy's just like, hey, I can poke Canyon here, I can punish. Haha, surprise, it's Showmaker. Just lying in wait in the bush, able to
Never a
one-shot
fair
Carzzy.
fight. What's up with that?
It's never a fair fight. But you know what? League was never meant to be a fair fight.
I knew that as soon as I saw some of the teammates I was
Yeah.
getting. It's still not a fair fight here.
Damwon, though, continuing to be dominant. 20-1 in their last 21 games. Obviously going 6-0 in the group stage here.
The
Last
only
time they
thing that I
lost the
can
series
think of
was all
Mad
the way
Lions
back
being
in
able to
July, and that seems to
is
be
make
continuing.
kickoffs that they're
And
looking
so
to do
they
right now. But
currently
Canyon is in the
6,000
area, does
ahead
spot
of
out.
Mad.
Humanoid misses the ultimate. Alright, we're done.
Shockwave
We're done.
looking
Mad
quite
Lion
fine.
lost.
Canyon
We
coming in
lost.
from the side as well as Ghost is
We
trying
lost,
to hard.
boys.
Mad Lions needs to get
We lost
out
the
of
fight.
here.
Barrel
Just like that.
In just a second, there's the ult coming
Because
out from
Barrel
Barrel.
ulted,
They know
Humanoid has no
Humanoid
flash.
flash,
Dead.
and they know that they can pick him off easy as that. Canyon on a killing spree, 3-0-2.
Snarlock
Khan
in
coming in
is,
from the side as well as Kaiser. He's just trying to get back to
understandable,
base.
but-
He just wants to drink some of the delicious juice of the fountain where he can drink
God
it
be
now.
damned.
As Khan will kill him as well. And Damwon Kia just find pick after pick after
We might
pick.
actually
And you
just
can
see
that Mad
T1
are
versus
just kind of in
Damwon, and
desperation
Damwon
mode
just
right now.
taking
They
this.
recognize that the position that they're
Because
in is
Damwon
a very,
is
very
looking
bad
way
one.
too
So they're just
clean
trying
right
to find
now.
whatever picks they can. They commit onto a play on
I
the
have
Ghost.
not
Damwon
seen
is in a
Damwon
position to
make a
collapse.
single
They end up
misplay
finding
this
more
entire
kills. They will
game.
secure another tier 2 tower.
Usually
And
when
20
you're
minutes in,
watching
they're
Worlds,
already knocking on
people
the
are
doors
going to be saying
of
shit
Mad
like,
Lions base.
oh, he fucked up here, oh, he fucked up
getting
there,
tough
oh, he
here
should have
for
been
Matt.
doing
And I think at
this,
this
oh, he
point,
should have
you
been
look
doing
for one
that,
big
but
fight. may be
Damwon
for
has
some sort of a
made
turnaround.
visibly
But beyond
zero
that,
bad
I think you're
plays
thinking about game 2. You're thinking about adjustments
for the game
that you
one
could
between
make. It's 22 minutes
between
in.
themselves and Mad
Do
Lions.
they look for the fight now? Carzzy just struggling to even clear these waves against Khan.
And a lot of it comes back to when Vedi was saying the early towers meant that Mad couldn't push in. This was a perfect moment for a Gnar TP flank. But they have no
mean, like
vision
now?
because Damwon have done so much. They have one ward here. Perhaps they can look for the Gnar TP flank.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
Humanoid's
in
dead.
the top lane, bot lane, Humanoid dies
Armut
once again.
isn't Mega Gnar yet. He's getting very close, but DK is just gonna pull.
Not able to get anything
He's
out of
gonna
it. Beryl
force
still
them
looking for a flank of
away
his own.
from
The pick
that
is not yet on cooldown. Armut goes
Armor
into
has
the
the
Mega.
ultimate
But Damwon
available,
here
but
are
there's
looking
nothing
to
much
close
that they
this
can
one out.
really do.
Dive.
Won't be able to find it. Damwon retreats. Bot lane inhibitor still an option for them as they take the mid tier 2.
Yeah, they're just paying respect to the Mega Gnar. They know that would be one of the only ways you could lose there if you try to dive into Mega Gnar and things go bad. So instead, they wait out Armut's Gnar bar. They push in bot. Mid is getting buffed up here by Ghost as well, and they are
Armut
looking.
can't get back on Mega Gnar. Mega Gnar.
Looking dominant as hell. I
They
agree with you, like,
in him soon.
there's not many words that can describe this. An obliteration, an annihilation, the atomized Mad Lions, all of those I think fit the bill for this sort of situation. Damwon Kia continuing their dominance from the group stage, now 8,000 gold ahead. Baron has expired, a minute on the Ocean Drake, but 2 inhibitors down. Mad Lions are very much against the ropes.
So let's have a look in this Axe Effect replay as Humanoid dies. This is just another really good engage from Damwon, and Beryl on this Rakan.
That's a good shot.
So many great engages pretty much throughout
Nothing
the
more.
game. And this is Mad's counterattack. They try to collapse onto Ghost. He has the cleanse to disengage. And now they know, hey, there's a collapse coming in from the bot lane. We as 3 members can zone off the 4 from Mad because we're that much
I
stronger.
totally agree. I
We
think
can
the
just slowly
Orianna
take
pick is
more and more
unfair.
away from the Mad Lions.
Yeah, Damwon just playing it incredibly well. I have to say, Canyon
I think
has
Mad
had
Lions
a
got
hell of
lucky.
a game here on the Lee Sin. And that is potentially going to make Mad rethink some of the draft priorities. You know, are they going to want to try to switch sides? Are they going to want to try to more highly prioritize a ban on something like the Lee Sin? Because Canyon has been everywhere, and he has been looking damn good.
I think that the problem Mad face is one that kind of the analyst has talked at length about, which is that, okay, so you're playing into a top laner that seems to have a much deeper champion pool, got himself a winning matchup.
Yeah, gotta worry about time.
And now there's Rakan and Canyon, who are also just having a field day right now in terms of their engages. I think that Mad, moving into game 2, need to look at more priority in their lanes, because if you give this much priority, you see the result.
So what Canyon does so well, works with his top and his mid laner just to get into the enemy jungle to steal away camps, to steal away ganks. Now Damwon looking for their final inhibitor of the game. Mad Lions will be able to clear out the wave.
We're
but
starting to get a lot more
Damwon just have to wait. You've got double supers in the bottom lane, you've got a super wave here, now crashing in the mid, and Humanoid, yes, you can try and clear these out, but the supers are pretty tanky. Shirelli is popped by Beryl though, I believe. Still has the quickness, doesn't have the flash for about half its cooldown.
Slow and steady here for Damwon, trying to make sure there is no doubt in this game. They want those waves coming in top same time as mid and bot. And now stepping forward here a little bit aggressively, getting some damage down.
Shockwave misses, Khan goes under the back line. There's the bullet time as well, and Elyoya has to use the collateral damage to try and get away from it. Khan dived a little bit too deep there as Mad Lions were able to get one shot down, but it will not be enough to save their top lane inhibitor tower. And because of the super minions pushing in, they can't push out for anything more.
So the only good news here for Mad is that the game still isn't over, and they will be able to stall for a little bit longer, but Damwon, yes, can't overcommit just a tad, but they still take down the final tier 3 tower. Damwon should still have easy access towards the Drake, and even though they fall short here slightly in this fight, Damwon's still in control.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just think that, yeah, the Shroud, it looked like maybe immune to the shockwave there. I'm not sure if he dashed out of range of it or if it was just the Shroud itself, but not able to connect there. And without that major team fight tool, they do get one, can't get any more. And yes, Damwon do give up their top laner, but now it is 3 exposed inhibitors, and that really kind of hamstrings any opportunity that Mad have to turtle out and inhib and to try to slow down this game.
Especially with the Baron up once again. Damwon could just set up vision up towards this top side and then take the Baron, push in with the supers, push in with the top wave. It becomes basically impossible for Mad Lions to hold on to their base, and it's something we've seen Damwon do over and over and over and over again over the last years. Definitely the most domestically dominant and internationally dominant team we've seen in the
get straight to business. So, one inhibitor left exposed, and that is going to be the objective of their choice.
And you also close out the possibility that Mad find that perfect team fight. The one team fight that they often find in games like this. Kaiser was caught out in a bush. We will fall, as you say, great awareness from Damwon to think about the fact someone could be lying in wait.
That's the classic Fnatic rush, right? You know, the one where Mad is just lying in wait looking for a pick, and Ghost uses the E to spot that one out very easily. They get themselves a pick, and now securing this inhibitor will be even easier.
Exactly. I mean, it's Damwon. You have to think about the couple ways that possibly something could go wrong, and there's not a lot of them at this point. And then just check all those boxes, pushing it on all sides. Mid and top coming in here, 5v4, the Baron buff as well. These towers are going to start to get knocked down.
Gauzy trying to clear out the waves with the Inferno, but Mad are penned back behind their own Nexus towers. Damwon waiting for the inhibitor to spawn in the bottom lane. 4 seconds on that. 3, 2, 1, and almost as it spawns, it's likely to go down. Mid-wave also there for the mid lane inhibitor that's about to come back up as well. Mad Lions, at the last moment they see these two inhibitors standing for the rest of the game. Ghost and Khan pushing in the bottom lane. Showmaker in the mid, holding on to that force of will, holding on to that spear, just to put in the face of Humanoid. Look for that scatter, we can't go around, it can't go in. Barrels from Humanoid as well, and Humanoid is locked up. The bullet time comes out, and Humanoid once again dies. Damwon here now on the Nexus towers. They want to make this one short and sweet. Mad Lions retreat to the fountain, but there is no safety there. Damwon Kia killing Mad.
At least Aurelia is laughing right now. That's a good sign. He may be laughing because they lost so freaking hard. But keeping that kind of mentality to be able to laugh at your like fucking failures and how bad the enemy destroyed you is good.
Just an excellent
It means that you're not done yet. Like best of 5 is about Mad's home. Just because you lost the first doesn't mean you're gonna lose the second and the third and then
the mid lane. All these early trades from Showmaker pushing
But
Humanoid back, forcing out the TP early.
there's a
That got
comeback
in the
chance.
edge. That is the
Mad
TP
Lions,
towards bot side.
they are very decent at playing these like back game kind of plans. As long as the team is still laughing, they're gonna re-strategize and I can see them coming back. But Showmaker, dude. Fucking hate you. Yo, like for my heart and for my soul. Like fuck. God damn. That was a clean game by them. But yeah, let's watch this because I didn't get to. I wanted to watch this just now.
We are the
I
kings of
saved it
Europe.
for on.
Soon, we will rule the world.
Oh, big words.
Damwon Kia, steady, controlled, confident.
저희는 아직 한 번도 안 졌고 매드라고 해서 그게 달라지진 않을
아.
겁니다.
We wanna show how strong EU as a region.
Where's the subtitle? You think I understand Korean? There you go.
We will rule the world.
매드라고 해서 그게
Ah.
Well, that was a fun little detour.
Ah.
We are the kings of Europe. Soon, we will rule
Did
the
not
world.
expect to come running in. My bad.
Damwon Kia, steady, controlled, confident.
저희는 아직 한 번도 안 졌고 매드라고 해서 그게 달라지진 않을 겁니다.
We wanna show how strong EU as a region.
Ring the bell, baby. It's time for round 2.
I do not understand why they're trying so hard to make this a boxing match.
제가 세계 최고의 미드라이너고 휴머노이드는 제 상대가 되지 못합니다. 네, 이번에도 쉽게 이길 수 있을 것 같습니다.
Frustration on the side of the Mad Lions. The games that Damwon won, they did not slow down.
You have to break the past to make the future. Damwon's greatest weakness is their bot lane.
조금 선수들이 체계적이지 않고 조금 감정적으로 많이 하는 것 같아서 그게 좀 약점인 것 같아요.
Stun comes through for Beryl and Vulcan. He is gonna fall. Next up is gonna be Fudge. Yes, pushed right down, and now it's gonna be the third kill.
Celebration, coronation, no debating. Crown me king, I'm tired of waiting. People champ.
Gonna make their way to the quarterfinals.
Do they run fast enough? True shot barrage! And the last hope of Europe is still alive!
I feel much safer coming up to best of 5s. If I do my best, something good will show up.
네, 상대방이 어떤 생각을 하고
A best of 5 requires skill and a strategy. Only one team
Right,
survives.
but those
우승컵은 저희
but those
거고 매드는 저희를 막을 수 없습니다. 아무도 저희를 막을 수 없습니다. 저희는 지지 않습니다.
Word speak. Very scary, very scary. Good job, good job. Thanks, Riot. My Korean gets better and better every day. I knew a test from my Korean Duolingo would pop up somewhere unexpected today. Thanks, Riot. Yeah, this one's very sad. Copy paste.
We are the kings of Europe. Soon, we will rule the world. Dalwon's greatest weakness is their bot lane.
Is it now? Who is the bot lane? The bot lane is Ghost and Barrel. Barrel was well known to play a lot of Pantheon during last year's Worlds, and he was partially a very strong entire map control. I think Kaiser is on the same level as Barrel in terms of map rotation. They are both just as scary, and I actually think that this is a matchup spot. Ghost, however, I am not all too sure about Ghost. Ghost's passive positioning as an ADC has always been very, very good, and if Damwon keeps giving Ghost misfortune, I think Ghost will be very fine. And here's the thing, I think that should give Damwon the misfortune as well. And like I said, lock in something that can somehow destroy Ghost in lane, and Matt will have the opportunity to let Carzzy carry the entire game. Humanoid into Showmaker, because right now Showmaker is showing his nice. Anyways, Showmaker is showing his lane dominance. Like, he is just a monster at mid. Humanoid got almost no chances to farm in the early stages. So much free damage. Didn't get to do more in terms of like map rotation. He couldn't put more pressure. So Matt should give Humanoid some form of a little bit more of carry pick, or at least something that can help him sustain in lane without the help of jungle. Now, Elyoya and Armor right now, they are both on the losing end. I think I sincerely don't know what Elyoya and Armor can really do to, in terms of picks, to help them. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, the only thing that I can really say that Elyoya should be given something that has more character. The Xin Zhao, or even the Lee Sin. Not the Xin Zhao, maybe at least will be out of the way. Like, Damwon would not be expecting that to come in, but at least it's very easy to take down. So, and I don't think they should go for the Fiddle. No, Fiddle is for Inspired. Bro, never mind. The thing. All 4 laners. Oh, sorry. All 4 carries. Sorry. All of top jungle, mid, and ADC for Mad Lions, they are all hard carried. And I can see them carrying the game. So one of them has to stay on the back foot. Is it? I can't say it. I actually can't say it. Their plan here, we can see that they were hoping for Humanoid to be the backend, to be the support player. But you don't give priority to Showmaker that easy. You need to be able to contest it. I think Graves early lock-in, questionable. Graves is good totally, but it's just so easy to counter pick a Graves down, right? Goddamn. This is a
the first base.
This is like
so with tempo, she's kind
this is a good puzzle to figure out. Like, I don't know what we can do to help.
And I would say in general,
Matt win this
Damwon
game,
Kia
but
looking
goddamn.
very scary this game. Chronicler, even stronger maybe than we initially expected.
Yeah, this is more of what we've seen from Damwon at Worlds, I think. I think that thus far in the tournament, they're continuously ramping up. I thought they were going to do really well coming in from summer, from finals, but this is Also a lot higher level than what they've shown even domestically, and they won the LCK, right? Like in terms of the way that they actually utilize the priority that they generate, which is something that a lot of the other teams, on Life comes to mind, really struggles with.
Very hard. I got no. Straight up, way too hard to figure out. My head feels inflamed. Can't hear me well? Wait. Is my audio bad? Hello? My audio bad? Hello? My audio bad? Testing. 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 Yeah. Fine. Ding. Ding. Hello. Hi. Hello, is this better? Test. Hello. Hi. Hello, is this better? Test. Hello. Hi. Hello. Alright, I think this should be better. I've been told that the audio was weird a couple of days ago. I didn't realize that it was just my wiring. God damn, dude. God freaking damn. It was I'm so sorry. I've been doing this for the entirety of game 1. I am so sorry for whoever came. But hi Wichi, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Audio is so hard to figure out. Like fuck dude. How you doing, Chi? Have you been following Worlds? Go study audio. Dude, even if I've actually, for a streamer, I would say I've studied like a shit ton of like stuff for audio, visuals, etc, etc. But audio is just a headache. Audio is just a headache. I just never, I am never being able to figure out how the entire thing works. I keep getting more and more equipment, but they just never seem to work out. I wanted to change my mixer to something else, but I'm too poor right now. Wasted my weekend on doing nothing. That's fine. Doing nothing is doing something. Rested means that you're better filled in terms of rest, and rest very, very well. I have an article that I need to write and do that is next week. How close are you to finishing the article? How close are you? How close are you to finishing it? $15 pages. And you have not started it yet. That's fine. That's fine. You have what? 7 days at least? It's only Monday. You have 7 days to get it worked. Get it done. Worst. The worst is you have 2 hours left and you get 15 pages done in those 2 hours. Simple, right? That's the worst case scenario. And if shit hits, if you somehow don't have like internet or electricity, like during those last 2 hours, you quit school. Is that weird? Okay, that last one is a little bit of a joke. Don't do that. You spend how many years on at Taiwan at this point? Don't do that last one. This is from a diploma level student, so don't listen to me. Oh, there was an earthquake there. Hope everything's fine. Not gonna lie, every single time I hear about earthquakes, I feel worried for you people. But at the same time, how much of it has happened to you guys? You guys are still alive. If it would have killed you, it would have killed you like years ago. So you only have a couple more years staying there, unless you're gonna go back there. But that's on the whole. Everything fine, but very shaky. Yeah, no, not good for your boba, huh? It will spill if it gets totally. Right, as we are about to get into the next game, I found something very interesting that talks about and health of your food eating habits, your diet, or your diet. So, this is Noom, a website that is supposed to prey on your wallet, tell you how to eat healthy, and I think it's a very nice thing. And you'll be able to get a 30-second. Yeah, it's like it's a quiz to help you get your mindset straight to fix eating habits. If you need the link, I will talk about it in the. You stand for Matt, yes. I am supporting Matt. I think they're gonna lose, but I am supporting Matt all the way. Oh shit! I am still on Japan. I need to go. Hold on. Hold that shit. Holy shit. My icon. I didn't change my icon. I have my way on eating, but not yet. Yeah, that's a problem for me too. So hopefully this will fix it for you, or the both of us. This is like, I think this is like subscribe content, but I'm just very curious on how it works out. But for now, this thing. Oh, I forgot. I need to support Matt Lyons, dude. Here we go, Matt Lyons. Woo! Ah, you guys don't even get to see it. Here we go, Matt Lyons. Woo! Matt Lyons. Woo! Okay, anyways, right, back to the other thing. Food thing. So regarding food, so learn to eat mindfully. Psychology is the key to lasting change. Now here's the thing. This is a program based off therapy. So you're going to go through the entire thing, and the way they try to help you is with something that I'm not too sure. I believe like a lot of psychology is involved. Okay, so right, here we go. I want to lose weight for good. Nope, get fit for good. What is your weight? 170. I believe I'm 171, but my girlfriend tells me that I'm more than that. I don't remember how much I was when I last weighed. Let's see if I can check. Okay, I might be able to check. Yeah, except the POV that eating mindfully is totally. I don't remember my weight, but last I checked, I think it's around 65. Let's just go with 65 for now. What is your ideal weight? I don't have a good number. Let's say 68, 58, 60. Great, you just set your first goal. You can always change this goal later, sure. Biological sex and hormone impact how our bodies metabolize food. Which sex best describes you? Oh, biological sex, so my gender, so male. Anyways, hi Nixman, welcome to the stream. But eating healthy is so expensive in Taiwan. I think cooking yourself is one big part of the entire aspect. How to comment on that? Some people don't identify with the sex they were assigned at birth. How do you identify? Male. Next. What is your age? In the 20s. Zoom creates long-term result through habit and behavior change, not restrictive dieting. What is a yo-yo? Oh, it means that it goes up and 78% of Noom users sustain weight loss over 9 months in a 2016 study. Okay. Men in their 20s who want to reach an ideal weight between 50 and 70 kilograms need a slightly different strategy depending on different lifestyle. Which best describe you? My diet and activity need a lot of work. I have some healthy habits. I will eat well and stay active. I have some healthy habits. You're probably doing better than we think. And you think, I mean. We'll help you identify what's working and how to stick with it. What is your main reason for wanting to to lose weight? The appearance, engaging family, being healthier, feel better day to day. Yeah, I would like that. Which of the below best describes your current priorities? I am only focused on losing weight. I like to gain some muscle while I lose fat. Gaining muscle is more important to me than fat. Both. As a man in your 20s, the specific combination of foods you eat can have a huge impact on your ability to burn fat, which is the following best describe your typical lunch. I eat sandwiches or wraps, tend to eat soups or salads. I do like sandwiches. How often you eat? God fucking damn! Anyways, in addition to what you eat, how often do you eat? That was, I thought that was my league. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Like my sister is just like heart pinging me on playing, but like I'm just not down to for the night. Oh, we're back. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I spent too much time bitching about my diet. You know what? Fuck you! Fuck getting healthy. No, that's not it. We're back. Let's go.
With those champs, are very like weak side.
Alright, here we go. Locked in on the misfortune. You took away the Aphelios, just the fake Graves.
Something that like can pressure top a lot with having Lee Sin there. It's like so much.
I don't like
play potential.
Yeah, setup especially right there. There's the cannon which is being
good.
Thought about for Damwon. Brings a lot of team fight. Obviously, Jace does win that lane in isolation.
Matt locked in
on great team fight.
What?
And good setup for Lee.
M1 hat.
It's like we're gonna get Khan's first cannon of the tournament locked in, and now it's up to Mad Lions. Blind picking mid, picking jungle.
Syndra and Arena
like Trundle are up, which could be one in the front line.
Standing the cannon with
a lot of AD jungles. We've seen Elioya's Kiana.
If you're like playing on the mid.
Don't they have like 3 champs that have Damwon skin already?
3 champs with Damwon skin?
They are doing this on purpose.
They're doing this on purpose. They have Jhin. What are the Damwon skins?
That's play-by-play analysis right there. I'm just gonna tell you right now. That's like the fun facts. That's not what I was expecting. No, I love it. Okay, we're going for Damwon skins, but I don't think we're there yet, though. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Now we have something like the Orianna locked in. Jungle, the last remaining piece of the puzzle. You brought up the Kiana already, Caedrel. We'll see how many Damwon skins make it to the surface, but this champion has been nerfed.
Does it work?
Really, really solid on Western teams.
Here's the Jarvan though, something I was talking about. It's a losing jungle matchup in isolation, but they have an immobility carry.
It's
now they have
a good body to steal would be Leona, but she's on support, so she's not that tanky.
I was gonna say Sylas, but Azir
and yeah, like a pick like that can screw over who a Viego can
like the Damwon we've been seeing throughout the tournament, where they love to play one and just play for side lanes and play for solo lanes.
taking their time, debating, and it will be the Azir now locked in. Now, earlier, Hans, you talked about playing towards the top side with this Jin Leona bottom. What do you expect from Damwon Kia in the early game?
like
what
Mad
lane
Lions.
should they be focusing on?
Maybe focusing on it's most likely gonna be like Leona, Lee Sin doing things around. I'm not sure which lane they want to play on, but they could move around and just to play.
But
with
why
whatever
did
pressure
not
they can
Matt
get in the map.
take this?
Yeah, and I think if you look at both drafts, the
That
biggest
is a
pressure
question
point
I
for
have.
Mad Lions is top lane. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, Jason into Kennen.
Maybe
you
Humanoid
expect
just doesn't
Elio to
play
play up
him,
there, maybe
her,
go towards mid and get some
but
mana out of Showmakers.
I feel like
early. Like
Syndra
you
would be a
force him
better
out and then
fit
help mid
for
get
your
the push because
composition.
Humanoid was struggling last game. Basically,
we'll
both
see.
these comps are very heavy team fights. The only difference is Mad Lions have a Jace which can play over side and they can play for 1-4.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, for Mad Lions, they are in the realm of team fighting. Definitely somewhere where, as LEC representatives, we generally tend to trust them. They are a very strong team fighting team if they can come into the game even. Final predictions, gentlemen. Let's take the nameplates off. Just in terms of compositions overall, Hansama, whose composition do you like better?
I think I would like. I think I would like Diamond Dealer, kind of, because they have like so much CC. I'm not sure actually, but Mad Lion doesn't look bad either. Not sure which is the best composition actually.
That's exactly where we want you to be, Hansama. Stuck in the middle, uncertainty. That's how we do
Yeah.
it. Kingslor, is there one side you favor over
It's
the
a
other?
50. I would favor Mad Lions slightly. Really good team fight, really good engage, really good shut down enemy carries, and a Jace for side lane.
Absolutely. We're going to have to see what happens as we head to our casters.
Let's go, Mad
Thank
Lions.
you very
Let's
much,
go.
Jacob. Let's get on into the second game of this series.
So who do you guys
By the way,
support?
Hans Summit drew the Mad Lion on that little red minion in front of you. A veritable artist.
True. Well, he's actually an artist, though.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember learning about that after I think it was after the SKT Misfits years. They had some really nice
2017,
videos
yeah.
on it, on his art. But
He's very talented in multiple ways.
there you go.
He's come in for mine and Kadril's job.
Yeah.
What a
so,
way.
Anyway, let's jump into the game. Both teams kind of spread out on different sides of the map. Mad pathing towards bots, Damwon doing the same thing up towards the top side, seeing if they can find any potential picks or early game shenanigans, but nothing will come about.
And I feel like so much of this game is going to come down to the jungle matchup. You know, Jarvan has been a bit of a flop at Worlds so far, and Elioya, you know, he has
really
to have
wish
a good game. It feels
they'll
like not only against
get
Canyon, but
Krauts.
throughout groups. The difference between him and wins and him and losses was enormous. You know, he's such a key contributor for Mad Lions, and if he can't get going like he couldn't last game, they rarely have success. And Kanan is going to have the preferential 1v1, so it kind of puts a lot of pressure on Elioya to find ganks.
And a lot of the time, it's how much damage he's able to do as a proportion of his team that really influences things. Remember his Kiana games, 2-0 on that across the course of groups, and he was putting out a lot of DPS.
Hey,
Here on the
Sneaky,
Jarvan,
welcome back to the
I
stream.
personally am a little worried
Been a
about
while.
how much
How
impact
are
he
you?
can have, especially since Jarvan has been struggling at this Worlds as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Elioya in losses, 9.9% of the team's damage. Like that's similar to support numbers, right? Just to put that in context. And you know, when he's not able to get going, they look like a completely different team. He feels like a player who plays so much off of confidence, off of momentum. When you watch him in the player cams and something goes bad, you can really see it on his face.
It's definitely true. Well, let's see what he's able to do on a slightly more early game focus jungler in the Jarvan. He's starting
Nice
red,
straight
going to do
from
Raptors.
RZ.
I wonder if he'll do the fast level 3 route, where he'll just go straight towards the Grom. Based on his pathing, he is looking at that, so he may be looking for an early
Bong,
gank
bong,
somewhere
bong,
on the
bong,
map.
bong,
But
bong,
thanks to
bong,
Kazi
bong.
and Kaiser not assisting their jungler, they were able
Humanoid's
to
getting
get
to
the early pull.
farm at least
And
this
right
time
now,
around.
this will be the first level 2. So this time, Mad have Prio in the bot lane. Top is relatively even. Meanwhile, Showmaker, as you expect for the Azir in the other game, will have this early prio. But I'm just keeping my eye on the Jarvan right now. Canyon is in a full bot side clear, moving into his top side jungle. And Kazi and Kaiser, I imagine, will use this priority. Will get... No, okay. They're gonna put deep vision. They're just going to bet a little bit.
Straight top.
Exactly.
Okay.
Straight to top lane with the level 3.
And I think you have to go for these kind of plays, right? You can't play it the same way Lee is. You farm more slowly. He's got to look for these plays. We'll see if he can connect.
Nice.
Early on there was already in the lightning rush and
Good
manages
play
to
from
get
Calm,
away.
but even
That is the
better
first
from
flash, but
Matt
Lone
forcing
Canyon
that
is able
flash.
to get an extra camp in that time. Elioya may look for the repeat as Armut flashes in. Khan, flash EQ,
Oh,
dodges
dude.
away from
Oh,
it, but
dude.
knocked back by
Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Let's go. First kill. 2 flashes burned, but let's fucking go. Good punish. On Khan not having flash. 2 flashes for it, but I'll take it. Damn, BTTV votes on YouTube. Guess I gotta keep my Monka ass.
The concern is Canyon got topside
Wait, does it
scuttle.
work?
He's level 4, and he can meet you at your blue buff now.
It doesn't work. I'm so sorry.
Canyon, this is what he does. Okay, so
Maybe
you
there's
just
a way
punish
to
my
make it
lane.
work.
But let's see if I can
We'll see.
punish you. Canyon has the
I
level
don't even know if
advantage,
emotes
He's not going
will
to risk it
spawn.
for the time being. I lied. He's coming right back, and I think this is the better play because look, Showmaker just chunking out Humanoid's HP to force this 1v1 between the 2 junglers.
Absolutely. I mean, he just waited until the vision actually expired on him. Elyoya, though, is able to get that.
Canyon no smite there, so that was one of the big difference makers. But I really love what Showmaker was doing in particular in the mid lane. He was making it as hard as possible for Humanoid to come and assist. But let's have a look back at this top gang.
Yep, just goes hammer form to the skies, you know, trying to get that.
Look at, dude, the reaction time. The reaction time is insane. I'm so fucking tired.
And then just waiting for cooldowns. The slow comes through.
That's right. That's
Even
pretty
though
dope.
it's a great sidestep from Khan. When you
Look
get
at that,
hammer form
dude. This-
knocked back, there's just no
Oh,
way
dude,
you're
Khan's
gonna be able to get back to
reaction
the
is
tower.
gold.
Of course,
He
those
just
cooldowns for
saw
Canyon that
the
early on,
flag
still very
and
long.
freaking
Yeah.
flashed
Used it
away.
to try and clear the wave. That was Elyoya's window to try and set up a punish. So they started off the game by getting Armut ever so slightly ahead, but now you expect Mad to try and
The
repeat
face
this
cams are
process.
wrong.
Because this
Face
wave has been
cams
pushed
are
underneath
wrong.
the tower, this is actually an
Boo boo on the
opportunity to set
face
up a
cams.
stacked wave up towards
Big
the
boo
top, but maybe
boo.
they can
Ghost
find
is
a
not
dive.
part of
Can't
Mad
go
Lion.
flash. Showmaker still
Don't
has
lie
CPU,
to
which
me.
is something that Mad will have to
Don't
take
give
into
me
consideration. But
hope.
let's see if Canyon can do something on the other side.
I'm actually so surprised that they didn't take bot scuttle. You know, we see Mad, they're just assuming it was taken by Canyon, and so they're not going to it, and Canyon isn't going to it, so bot scuttle is just actually sitting alive here. 5 minutes into the game, Canyon getting a bit sneaky. That ward did spot Barrel, and his sweeper did not see the ward, so he is not aware that he has been spotted.
How safe is Armut going to play? He instead pushes up, tries to clear out the wave, but Beryl is here. Was spotted out. Canyon is in the vicinity as well. Khan low, stunned there onto Armut. Armut's trying to keep this wave as far away from his tower as possible to try and avoid this dive, but Beryl is having none of it. Flash forward, then it's played, Beryl takes it, and Canyon takes the kill.
Beautiful
nice
play
try.
from Damwon and exactly what they needed to do. Yes, Armut
Dude, they
tries to
didn't
keep the
wait
wave
anymore. They
away from the
know
tower,
that
but
Armut is
Canyon,
stalling
he's
the
just-
wave.
He's so smart because he
And then they
realizes,
just
hey,
went for
look,
it.
enemy Gromp is spawning now. We can look to try and punish this, but now the TP is going to come back into lane.
Beryl has no flash here. Battle
think they can
dance
punish
into
this,
Grand
though.
Entrance was a possibility, but nope, as you say, they can't punish it, Belly.
And I just think it was really smart pathing from Canyon. You know, Matt is assuming he went to bot side to take that second scuttle. Instead, he goes back up towards top side.
Let's go! Double! No, double.
Can't punish it, but Khan is caught out once again. Mad Lions.
They can't!
They can't!
Yeah, I really got caught off guard by that one because
That was not that funny, Medic. Stop laughing. Stop that.
I was trying to do it in my head at the time.
All the time.
Yeah,
But we're trying to have a serious cast here. What is this guy doing?
He's just.
Oh, goodness.
Now, Elyoya is looking to try and do to Canyon what Canyon has been doing to him, and now look.
Alright,
Kaiser and
alright,
Elyoya
alright,
have grouped
alright,
up.
alright.
8
Armut
carries and
DNS.
left.
Alright,
They're the
alright,
new top
alright.
lane.
Armut with 6
It's
Khan, no
Khan,
6.
only
Let's
level
go.
5.
Alright,
Paul,
alright,
he knows
alright,
the pings
alright.
are coming out. He knows.
This is pain as a top lane. You're just staring at those minions, watching
3v3
them
top.
die.
The mid lane is really
available.
important here.
Showmaker has TP, and Humanoid does not. Damwon here could look to chase this one forward. Elyoya going in, a triple knockup coming out from Kaiser.
Let's go.
Here comes Armut, bring down
That's
the
big.
hammer and put
That's
the nails
big.
in the coffin
That's big.
Of Khan once again.
Okay.
Canyon able to escape. Here's the TP from Showmaker, but it's cancelled with the
Oh.
shockwave. Battle underneath
Let's
the
go.
tower. It's a double
Let's
for
go.
Elyoya. Canyon
Go.
trying to get away.
Matt is doing it! Matt is doing it!
Monster in this game. 4 kills.
Oh, let's
7
go!
minutes here.
Matt is
Monstrous
doing it.
advantage for
Matt
the Mad
is
Lions.
doing
It's
it.
a
Let's
home
go!
for the LEC fans.
And so much credit needs to be given to Humanoid because Showmaker, if that TP comes through, this play could look very different. And you need to keep your eyes on the minimap because the moment that Mad commit to this play, they realize, hey, look, we know we're going to win this fight. Armut has a level advantage. The CC comes up beautifully. And then as the shockwave comes through, Humanoid's like,
Look
I've gotta
at
stop
that!
Beautiful
Humanoid
shockwave.
is
The whole Mad
beautiful.
Lions top side really coming up clutch to get them this early game lead.
That was really nice from Humanoid. It was
Humanoid
critical
must
that
like
stops
you
that,
can
especially
you can
when
you
you're
can
having
see the
ultimate and
communication.
flash. You
They
probably
told
all
Humanoid.
die,
Humanoid
so
told the
yes, he has
team
to
to
run
just
through the
go
tower to
for it.
actually do it,
They
but
you
there
told
is
them
the
to go
emotion,
for
there's
it.
the
He
reaction that
got
you're
their backs.
expecting.
He
Elyoya
has
a
their
huge
backs.
advantage.
That's
Now we gotta see what he can do with it.
Come back to what I was saying at the beginning of this cast is how, which is that Elyoya looks best when he has something he can have some
Getting too
agency
hyped.
on. we're not trying to call him a bad Graves player, but his ability to impact the game, it's night and day between game one and game 2 what he's capable of, and Matt just want to keep attacking Khan.
Kaiser and Kazi apparently have had a little spat in the break because he is not laning with his AD carry anymore. Instead, Armut's his new best friend as Khan is caught out. Slicing Maelstrom will be enough to save him as he flashes away from the last bit of damage.
Okay, so Khan will get away with his life. The problem that for them though is that
this is the type of game that Carzzy and Kaiser love to play. Carzzy just plays the safest lane ever, and DK can't do anything about it. Their composition doesn't allow them to make dives like that all the time.
In my eyes, immediately when I see something happening like this on the top side of the map, I say, okay, well what if Damwon got for themselves on the bottom side? They actually have gotten nothing. They are down a little bit here in farm. They're now pushing back and trying to get some plates, trying to fight back and really get something for themselves. But Matt have gotten so much more on the top side.
Are they using the DN? I'm not too sure what DN means.
Definitely one of the weaknesses of Jhin compared to something like an Aphelios that can just rip through those towers. They could dive him here. Khan, no stopwatch on that cannon. Hextech Odonator is
they will dive him. They're definitely going to dive him.
But they don't know where Showmaker is right now.
Khan has PTSD. Look at the ward setup. He knows you're coming.
Mad Lions will not go
that's good. That's good. But I don't think they're using the...
You could see Kaiser's positioning was clearly, if it weren't for that control ward, I think they would have gone for the dive.
To be fair, my prediction has been kind of bad too. I didn't think that you would actually laugh
There's
at that
no
Joker
nuts. Curious.
So Benny and I are, we're scaling as the series
There's
goes on. We'll
no nuts involved in League of Legends, not if you really think about it. I never thought about it before, but League of Legends does not have a single nut in it. Not in lore, not in champion, not in nothing.
This would mean more if Damwon was kind of...
I just made a nut joke.
They're not actually setting up any
yeah.
kind of play towards the bot side, but there's also this potential vision that they could look to leverage if they wanted to try and trade for that bot tower.
I mean, it's just demonstrated where the vision is. You know, Matt has all these wards up on the top
But this
side.
is great. This is
area.
great for Mad Lions
down
right
the
now.
bottom quadrant
Mistfortune just has so much free opportunities to farm. He can rely on his ultimate to clear the waves if there is a huge wave on there too. I don't see how this is just a well executed plan coming in from Mad Lions here.
Get down here and punish Ghost.
So yeah, they've now translated their lead from top side to bot. Khan is level 7, has TP and has ult. Showmaker is rotating from mid towards the bot side of the map. And while Matt is focused on securing these plates, let's see how this fight actually plays out.
Humanoid has the TP, he's going to catch that top wave as Khan also has a TP to match. Mad Lions, 2 mythics to the good in terms of inventory right now. You can see the Eclipse finished alongside the Gorgink. It was a sub 10-minute Gorgink for Elyoya. Those early kills paying off in terms
Damn,
of
dude,
damage.
Gorginka's already ready.
Chunked out by Armut, and expect this Jarvan Jace combination, the double J's, just to keep roaming the map together.
Canyon will walk into his Raptors being stolen, does have the smite, and yeah, he's going to secure that one, along with the little Raptor there. Now what I will say is, we didn't mention it earlier, but you gentlemen may remember the top lane dives from Mad Lions and group stages. They've improved.
Versus Ale, yeah.
Good job, Mad Lions.
I have no memory of this dive.
Dude, Elyoya, what the fuck are you doing?
Neither is Mad, because they blacked out during the dives. That's actually why they went so poorly.
But yes, Mad Lions definitely improved their dives as Damwon looked to set up down towards the bottom side. Carzzy's been doing a good job of just backing away, accepting perhaps a Krug here, a Krug there, and allowing Ghost to take these tower plates. And he has to do that. You know, if you're a 3v1 on the bottom side of the map,
Didn't know you can do that.
Carry,
I mean, didn't thought of the W application. The application of that W.
Hang on, TPs. Here it comes.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Ghost has no flash, double TP! Humanoid has the shockwave. Here we fucking go! One. That's not 2 yet. That's not 2. It is 2 now. Armut will not die just yet. That's hot. 2 for nothing. 2 for nothing. Matt, what are you doing?
The expectation for Damwon is that they can just trade on this side.
Oh, that was so smart. Oh, let's take a trip
coming. They want more.
That was a Grand Canyon play from the Damwon jungler. Elyoya trying to get away, but
Canyon's
keep
dead.
him locked in place. Elyoya will get the kill. goes. Unstoppable. Cannon gets one. That
was unironically
That's
a
great.
very good zoning ult.
That was great.
Yeah,
Actually couldn't walk past
it
that
really,
at all.
really was. Because I think that everyone in this
but
game
Khan got a lot of
could
free
see
farms
that
from
what
there.
he wants to do is W over to Showmaker to get to safety. So he's like, okay, I'll just ult Showmaker, and then your 1 point of safety has now been removed.
Carzzy just hitting him with the Gandalf cosplay. You shall not pass. And we can see in the Axe replay here.
Let's have a look back at this. So they forced the we don't have time.
Even though trying to trade with Khan, but the slicing Maelstrom comes out. Khan with Noguri's skin will not play the champ as well as Noguri did last year.
No,
Even though
let's
it
go,
gets
let's go.
one,
Come on, come on, Humanite, come on, Humanite. That's pretty decent. You
This
got like
was
half
live,
health
but you
off
would be
Showmaker.
forgiven for thinking it's a
That's pretty
replay.
decent.
Given
That's
how
pretty
often we have
That's
seen
pretty
this
decent.
happening
One
to
for
Khan
half,
this game.
one for one, and half health off Showmaker. Showmaker will be back with nothing for Showmaker to do anymore. So you're gonna get the dragon. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Go for Mad Lions. Love it, love it. Let's go, let's go. Come on, come on.
Khan will
Fuck
end up
him.
falling short once again. You can just see how weak
Fuck
and
up,
how
damn
much
one.
he
Kick
has
them
been
out of woods.
shut
Come
down
on, come on.
in
Fuck them,
this
fuck them.
early
Kick them
game.
out of woods. Kick
Obviously,
them out
we've
of
been
woods.
talking
Come on,
a lot
come on,
about
come on,
Mad
come
because
on. Mad Lions, Mad
after
Lions.
the
Go,
first
go,
game,
go.
it looked
Armor
done.
getting
Dustin
knocked
Showmaker,
back.
that was
That's
it.
not good.
Showmaker has to flash away. He's gonna join the fight.
Okay.
Elioya on his
Armor
way.
will get away.
5 kills rest on his
Good.
shoulders. Because of that,
MVP.
will retreat.
Kaiser MVP.
I feel
They
like
are
Mad
going
is
to be.
so much
I
more
don't think
comfortable in a
Matt will
situation
have such
like
a good
this
game
because
anymore in game
when
2.
they're the ones that get to decide when
But
everything is
this
happening,
is
that
looking
when
very
Mad
good.
look
Game
the
2
most
is looking
comfortable.
very
That is
good
when
for
they
Mad
look
Lions.
best. And, you know, we talked about
But the
Elioya
WD's
earlier,
guys
that
are definitely
he is
going.
that driving force, and when you combine him alongside
After
Kaiser,
the
look at
WD's
both
guys are definitely going to an Aldi.
205. It is these two working in tandem that is making so much of the action.
Is there another
What I wanted to say was,
these
if
nuts
you
joke
contrast
coming
this to
in?
game 1, it's like
These-
a completely different
these-
team that we're seeing,
Mhm.
but
I
also you can
got
see
that.
how much different this team looks when they have a little bit more agency in the draft.
It's almost symmetrical though, because Damwon at 15 minutes in game 1 were about 3,500, 4,000 gold ahead. Here, Mad, the team making the plays, the team looking for these fights, are 4,000 gold ahead as we get towards that 15-minute mark. Now, a lot of that rests in the top lane for Armor, but also on Elioya with this Jarvan. And what you want to start doing for the rest of this game as Mad is translating that gold into leads on the
Aldi is
rest
a
of your team as well.
I thought you were making
Absolutely.
a
And that's what they're trying to do.
Waldy.
They're trying to move
Waldy
around the
game.
map, trying to take over.
Is it called
the enemy
Waldy?
jungle
The
camps,
guy that you
steal
have
those
to-
away.
Where's
Starting to
Waldo?
get some
It's Waldo,
objectives
not
here now.
Waldo.
They obviously have the
Aldi is a
Infernal. They're
convenience. No
grabbing
idea where
a Rift Herald here.
what
And
Aldi
likely
is.
could just use it mid,
But
try
no,
to
that
get
was
more
thanks.
gold there, open up the map even more, and make it more difficult for Domo to actually approach the next dragon.
I think it's necessary too against an Azir. When you have that kind of wave clear, it's that much harder to siege. So I do like this play from Mad Lions, and I think it makes the most sense. Now, obviously, Mad is in a very good position right now. And when we kind of contrast it to last game, I would say that the problem for Mad was that they didn't have many avenues back into
I don't
the
know.
game
That's
with
what
their
I just
position.
thought. I thought
That's
you're
not entirely
supposed to
true
put
for Dom.
W
You
together with
still have the late
Aldi.
game of Showmaker on the Azir.
Oh, I got really
Cannon,
confused.
even though behind, still offers a huge
I
amount
just-
of
I was just
utility.
confused that
So
I
even if
couldn't
the
find
cannon
the
just
Waldo
goes
in that.
ults and dies, that can still
In
offer
that
a lot
meme,
of
there
value.
was a meme.
And then Ghost on the
No?
Jhin can offer a lot of long-range threats. So I still think that Darmon, even in this position, do still have some late-game options to still come back into this game.
They absolutely do, and that's one of the reasons I actually think, you know, Mad should just keep playing for Vision and play 1-4. Because while Kennen, yeah, if he gets a 5-man ult from behind, he can have value. He can't do anything against a Jace when you're this far down in the 1v1. So, you know, play towards the sides, keep creating these pockets of vision where Armlet can feel safe to push, feel safe to really extend that advantage. Because I think that the 4v4 is actually more preferential for Mad.
You see, Damwon have been trying to find a few picks over the last few moments, haven't come up with anything as of yet, but if they can continue to chip away at Mad's vision, they will be able to get
not a
themselves
turret.
into those areas of darkness.
Not
For the
allowed.
moment, though, it's Mad in the driver's seat. 5,000 gold ahead at the 17-minute mark.
So you'll notice these two wards just above Kaiser in Darmon's blue side jungle. And that's because Mad, rather than threatening mid, is actually looking to try and secure themselves the bot tier 1 for the time being. And the main reason for this is because, as Azael was just saying, their biggest strength right now comes from their side lane. The fact that Jace is in this position is fantastic for Mad Lions. So what they'll do is, let's funnel more gold into him. Let's secure this tower, and let's actually push it up to the tier 2, where you can get so much more gold thanks to these tier 2 buffs. Remember, it was a few patches ago now, but the additional gold that you get opens up the map even more, and if you secure these as well, guess what? It gives you direct access into the mid lane, because you push in this wave, make the rotation over, and then you can start threatening that tier 1 in mid.
And this whole quadrant is basically dark for Damwon. This is the only wards you see right on screen getting cleared out. There's one by the Wolf Pit. They are securing the vision as they need to do, so the play is preempted very well by that.
Oh,
but they're going
that's hot.
They're looking for Ghost, who will flash and heal. Khan on a good flank here. The flash slicing Maelstrom.
Ooh,
and
shit.
Khan rips Mad Lions.
Ooh, Elyoya survives! Elyoya survives! In trade for Karzi. And then will survive there. Not anymore. Ignite picks them
I cannot
off.
believe that that was a 1-for-1. That is the gold lead in action.
Okay, okay, that's deep! That's deep! Get right! Is what I was trying to go for, but holy
you can see
shit.
that even though Damwon is down, they are definitely not out. Canyon makes an insane play on the Lee Sin, and he nearly got away with it too if it weren't for that ignite that came out from
meddling Kai'Sa.
Yeah, and now the TP coming in
Alright.
the bot lane. Khan, it seems that Mad Lion's saying, hey, you're not allowed to kill. We've got to punish you for that.
Humanoid with the command protect, shields up Elyoya under the tower,
That
and then
is
fakes him for
on
the kill.
fire!
We saw Elyoya survive, just barely able
Are
to
we gonna
out
get
there.
a
This is
best of
500
5?
gold
An actual
bounty.
best of
That is
5?
a
I
significant
don't know.
swing.
I think it's more like
If that goes on one of the Damwon carries, but they want to find a play
either
here.
from
Elyoya's out
that
of mana.
side
Doesn't
or
even
from
have
that
enough for a
one
flag
side.
Doesn't have the mana for the EQ combo. Canyon slowed there by the command dissonance, and actually Mad Lions will be able to escape.
Whew. That was close, but this should be a free Drake for Damwon. Actually, maybe not, because Mad, actually a few of their members have been able to reset. Let's have a look back at this. So this is quite an aggressive dive.
This is a
from
very,
Elyoya.
this
He
is,
said, we can just
that
one-shot
is
him with the
a
Orianna
very
ult, but it
ambitious
ends up
play,
falling
dude.
short thanks to the flash coming out from Ghost, and the re-engage, Khan flashing over the wall. And just keep your eyes on the Lee Sin here. Watch this. Q into flash, into Gore Drinker, gives him all his health back, into kick, and he almost gets out, but again, it is that ignite that just finishes him off. Crazy play there coming out from Cat.
Yeah, that 3-man Gore Drinker was huge. 500 and something health back.
Look at
And then a little bit of a trade. What do you think killed?
Look at
Actually,
that.
almost
I am
doesn't
going to
grenade
cry. Let's go!
Able to survive, keeping his bounty intact.
And out of all of that, Mad actually extended their gold lead even more. They're now sitting at about 6.3k, which is pretty impressive. Again, considering you look back as to how their early game went last time around, and we kind of have to harken back to the MSI matchup when Medic, when we were casting it, I remember us finishing game 1 and we were being like, well, I guess it's fast 3-0 a day. And then game 2, immediately Mad Lions bounced back, just like they have in this one. And I think that Mad Lions really wanted to get the revenge against Damwon and showcase that they're not just some pushover team that you can get an easy best of 5 against.
I think the difference between this series and the series at MSI was when Mad did win, it was even until around the mid-game and Mad won team fights. Whereas this game has very much been Mad putting Khan in the dirt over and over and over again, and then translating that onto the rest of the map.
The strategy for Mad Lions,
both teams kind of have
right?
evolved since
Karzi just
MSI.
farm freely,
Damwon,
Kai'Sa
you're looking at
be
them and you're
a
looking at how Mad
like a
actually won the games.
jungler,
It was really by abusing
and
bot.
Matt
But
just
Ghost has
gets
actually
off
had, I think,
that.
quite a bit of growth, it's fair to say, since
Does
coming
it?
back in summer
But is
with
it easy to
Damwon.
counter?
He looked
That
better.
is the
He's not been getting taken advantage of in groups, and he's been pretty solid across these first 2 games. But it is actually Matt who attacking
Thanks for the
Khan,
leash.
who was thought
I
to
didn't
be
even smite it
the
on
biggest improvement for Damwon.
Oh,
because
nice of
he had the
Elyoya.
flexibility. You know, coming in MSI, everyone was like, he's the Scion 1 trick, he's the tank guy. At Worlds, he is just slamming everyone and playing everything.
Certainly is, and again, like coming into this draft, we were like, oh, well, here we go. Khan's going to get counter pick. Khan's going to be able to play well in this top side of the map, and Mad have done their best punishing. But now comes the Baron, and we saw some crazy Baron steals yesterday. Canyon is on Lee Sin, one of the best for stealing, but Mad want to fight.
They just were looking for Beryl here, already half his health gone, goes in with the Zenith Blade, pops the stopwatch as well, and look at how low Elyoya is, kicks back straight into the waiting arms of the bullets from Ghost's gun. 1-for-1 trade once again, but that's
That was
very
not
much
working
Damwon
for the side of
favor.
Matt.
This is a very typical Mad Lions play. When they have a lead and Baron is alive, they use it as a means to force a fight, and we saw that. The problem for them was that they engaged on the Beryl, and what Beryl is weak, still a Leona, still very tanky, bought a lot of time, and then Ghost was able to leverage the long-range ult with a really good kick once again from Canyon to get that shutdown money onto Elyoya, and you can now see a whole 1k over Karzi, and Damwon have been able to close that goal gap ever so slightly, even though they are still at a deficit.
And it was really interesting. I was actually expecting Khan to come up on the minimap. He's in mid. I was expecting him to move over and try to flank here, but it was actually him just clearing out the waves, pushing it in. I think he thought this was a lost fight, but the beautiful kick straight into that ultimate shot there, 800 gold onto Ghost, and Damwon do hold on.
But Medic, I hope you're ready, because Mad, 100% is about to force another Baron. I'm going to say, let's fight again, because this is what Mad love to do. They leverage Baron as a tool to force fights when they know they have an item advantage, but I think the thing they have to be concerned about right now is, look at Ghost, 2 items now been completed, and against multiple
Lord Dominic's second item.
Hit hard.
And I wouldn't
That's
mind
gonna
seeing
hit
that, just
hard on
continue to play
Elyoya.
sides, stack towards Soul, because I think that Mountain Soul is insanely good against this composition here from Damwon. You know, Jhin does more damage as you get lower on HP. The shield actually is very effective against Jhin ult. It's very effective against a lot of the bursts that Kennen and Lee Sin, these champions, are going to put out front. So I don't think they need to really rush it. You know, they're in a good spot. You're still winning sides. Play 1-4, take away vision, take these guaranteed objectives, because if you go
2
to
minutes
Baron
till
and you
till
get Flash
Dragon.
Cannon ulted, or you lose the Baron to a Baron steal, that is a way they can lose this game. And there's no pressure on them because they have pretty good scaling too with Orianna, with the MF as well.
Kaiser and Elyoya looking at this. Cataclysm coming out. Cards is going to step right into the captive audience. Bell going back onto the backline. Curling Call comes out. Bell is down.
Not
TP.
even
TP
use the
behind
ultimate.
Humanoid. He tries to
Humanoid
punch
gets
away, but the
pushed in.
Emperor's
Humanoid
alive.
has no
Catch
more
him. Shotmaker
flash.
Pops the stopwatch to stop the shockwave, but the bullet time will still
1 for 1, 2
hit
for
to
1.
shreds.
Is that gonna be a 3
Mad
for? Oh,
Lion
Kaiser's all the way in there.
Underneath the tower, pokes the stopwatch of his own. Armor putting the damage down onto Ghost.
Bullet
He's gonna
time
get locked up as
used.
well. And Armor just
Oh
went
no,
too
this
deep.
is bad.
Damwon
This is
once
bad.
again winning out this fight.
Damwon continue to show why they
Oh,
are
dude,
such
Mad
a
Lions
good
instinct.
team fighting team with an excellent punish onto the Mad Lions. Mad way too overcommitted there underneath the tower. Damwon find themselves with a number of shutdowns, and Cannon, he's looking for a little more.
Guys, sorry.
This is what I'm talking about. I just don't think you need to force that hard. It feels like they are feeling a lot of pressure to move the game forward. Maybe they feel that they get outscaled. Maybe they feel that they are not in a position to actually win a slow-played game here. You know, the ulti that you're going in for, it's basically just a barrel.
But the problem is, like, Carzzy got locked down.
The root from Ghost was critical, though. Actually keeping Carzzy away from Canyon. The follow-up was not there as a result. Then 4 members from Mad are split off from Humanoid, so Showmaker is able to go in. The Shockwave as well as the Flag and Drag, both immune by Showmaker. Yes, he does go down eventually, but Canyon is smurfing in this fight. The kickback, they clear out the minions, and then goes with the root on Arma under the tower.
And I think that Arma thinks that he has way more damage than he does because he's looking at Ghost and he is clearly trying to get that kill underneath the tower, ends up getting rooted up and ends up losing his life as well.
I think he has a lot more damage if that Shock Blast connects, right? He probably gets both of them if that Shock Blast hits. I will note as well, Elyoya going for the Black Cleaver second
I
here.
didn't notice that, yeah.
No Sterak shield, and he is getting burst quicker than you've seen some other Jarvans get burst at this world. Third Dragon
More
to get
damage
will be taken from Mad.
is
more
what
damage.
he has, yeah. He has more kill threat, but as you rightly said, much squishier, and definitely in a couple of these situations, if he did have that Sterak's, he would have had way more survivability.
Yeah, absolutely. It is one of those tough situations because often when you're playing from really far ahead, the additional CDR for your engages feels really, really nice. You just fly in there, be able to have that additional damage setting up for the MF with your ultimate every single time. And especially because Carzzy is going for the lethality build, the MF ultimate cooldown gets pretty low and you're trying to kind of sync that up a little bit.
And now we kind of look at Damwon in their entirety. So Ghost has now got 3 completed items. Showmaker is at 2 with a Void Staff finished up. Canyon has gone for the Sterak second and has a stopwatch. Khan also has a stopwatch and a Void Staff as well. So you can see that Damwon's team fighting is
And a
getting
Void Staff,
stronger every single
I
fight.
misheard
and the
that.
reality is that if you're at a deficit and you're trading even or even slightly up in many of these team fights, that's only beneficial to you. Remember, we were at a 7k gold lead not too long ago, and that gold is slowly starting to diminish as Damwon continue to find these successful fights.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of good fights in a row for Damwon. It's now about 4.5k. As you said, it was 7k earlier, but Mad are at Soul Point. That is kind of what they have bought for themselves. Damwon will have to fight at this Mountain Soul. I don't think you can give it up with this type of composition. Yes, the Azir has high consistent damage, but your other 3 damage dealers are all very upfront, very burst heavy, and Mountain Soul's really difficult to deal with for those champs. So it becomes about the setup for Mad. We're 3.5 away. They want to make sure that they have full vision control, get out there early, be there a minute in advance, full vision denial, and try to make sure that Khan has no options for TP flanks or for these really surprising angles.
Showmaker just going to poke across the wall here, but you can see Kaiser.
Oh!
God.
He definitely has the damage, Vedius, just needs to hit those Qs.
Yep,
Showmaker down to half.
Yep, you are correct.
Showmaker not yet got the Seeker's Arm God, not got any armor. Wouldn't do too much against Cyril.
That's a
Manamune.
3.5
that was
that's a lot of lethality into Armit's back pocket, and when playing into no armor, yeah, it hurts, as you can see.
Now, man, Showmaker looking like a range minion out there.
Also want to note that stopwatches are plenty. We've already seen a lot come out from both sides, but Jarvan has a stopwatch, Lee Sin with the stopwatch, Khan with the stopwatch, Humanoid with the Zhonya's.
Canyon chunked out by Armor. I'm pretty sure that control ward does not spot the other ward in the bush. Deadly Flourish goes wide. And what Mad Lion's doing here is setting up some vision control around the Baron so that they can make Damwon face check into them, but also this is preemptive. You know, you set this up for the next 2.5 minutes and then you can play either Baron or the Mountain Soul.
And one of the really big advantages against Kennen comps you get when you have the push is that your opponents can't get deep vision for flanking wards. You keep pushing them in, you know that they're on their side of the map, therefore they cannot have wards on your side of the map. And we'll see if Damwon can get Barrel out there, try to get some sort of a deep ward, because it does feel like they're going to need that type of a flank, but as I say that, I mean, Khan is getting really strong. He's actually higher level than Armor now. Now has level 16, does have the Zhonya's completed, so he's on 3 items and will be truly a threat.
This is something that we all can learn.
So Mad now
like, deny vision for a reason.
Their vision down towards the bot side.
Dragon's going to be up in 2 minutes. Just wanna like keep them in the dark.
Right now is if Humanoid dies.
So like Damwon has no choice but to like brush check
towards the enemy blue side jungle. And we'll just offer that extra bit of protection. But that's a really great point that you made there, Azael. The fact that Khan is level 16, I think is such a big deal. And with Damwon grouping up as 4 in the mid lane for now, they also have a push in the top lane. They now get to control a little bit of the river. So they now, like, they have to spend their turn clearing out all this vision, investing their vision. But now you see Mad coming back out on the map, replenish control wards. Oh, they're actually starting this one off. And look at the position of Khan. Yeah. This is how they get their flank.
Might just be onto Humanoid. Ghost now stepping up towards where that blue buff would be. Khan laying in wait. The only player on this team without a Worlds trophy to his name. Khan looking to at least carry Damwon to a win here, perhaps to the semi-finals. Khan can flash, slicing match from Elioya in the pit now. Khan in prime position. Is it the return of the Khan? He can't quite get in yet.
They've got to wait for Showmaker. He needs to TP back because he took that shock blast, and they may try to go once he TPs back in.
Look at Khan's positioning. That blue trinket did come down and he knows, so he's just trying to avoid the vision. Armin is aware of the potential flank. We're going for 50-50.
He's going to go. He has flash.
Khan has flash. Slices and dices up the Mad Lions. And they did not respect Khan. Damwon Kia cleaned the Lions off the map. They wear their pelts.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
And once again, Damwon showcased their fantastic team fighting prowess. Forcing that Baron looked like a risk, looked like a flip, but they were doing to Mad Lions what Mad Lions often like to do to everyone else, using it as a means to force a fight and getting the flank that Khan has been looking for.
And they didn't have anyone marking Khan. That was the critical error
Baron and then
from
Dragon.
the Mad Lions. You have got to find Armut. He's got to find Khan and chase him around and look for the 1v1. Make the Kennen use his ultimate in the 1v1 or back off from that position. Because Armut is committing to trying to land poke on the 4-man squad, no one is marking Kennen. Kennen finds the angle, and that was all she wrote for this team fight, and that is such a huge error from Mad Lions. The question now is, can you actually get the Mountain Soul? Because Damwon have reset pretty late. Oh my god, the damage done. That tells the whole story.
It really does.
Oh my lord.
Humanoid did land, but Khan just slicing and tearing through Mad. Now,
hurry, hurry, hurry.
Dragon started up. It will be the Soul. Humanoid TPing behind here. Khan doesn't have the slicing mouse for a couple more seconds. Mad Lion should be able to secure the Mountain Soul at least, but Humanoid is in no man's land. Caught by himself. Khan pops the stopwatch to stop the shockwave, but Mad Lion's still looking to fight. They are able to get the shutdown. Humanoid will die as well. Canyon on the flank now.
Back away.
Kazi,
back away.
no bullet time. Quickness almost back up for Kaiser. Now it comes in. Armor's still alive, but Beryl's diving onto him. Showmaker pops the stopwatch of his own. Ghost healing up. Beryl down. Kazi trying to get away, and Showmaker will die as well, and Kazi's still alive, but Canyon will take him out. Elioya and Kaiser versus Ghost and Canyon. And Elioya tries to get away, but the Deadly Flourish finds his mark once again. He dodges the shockwave.
No way.
Kaiser gets the heal with Gleaming Quill and will dodge back. Canyon, no Dragon's Rage, no Sonic Wave connecting.
That's good. That's good. That's good for Matt.
Wow. So, a massive fight takes place. Mad Lions will walk away with the Soul, but Damwon should be able to continue their siege. They're not going to overcommit. Instead, they're going to keep pushing in these waves, get a couple more towers down, and now look at this. The gold dead even. This is why Damwon is the reigning world champions and why they are one of the favorites to win the whole thing.
Absolutely. I mean, they're so damn good at playing out the mid and the late game. That is really where they do excel. The Shockwave does get Zhonya's there. And you know, honestly, at the end of the day, this is not that bad for Mad Lions in this specific play because they did come away with the Mountain Soul. They're trading even on kills. Yes, that play by Baron was catastrophic. That let Damwon back in the game. But you are still now even on gold, and you have Mountain Soul. And that is very, very powerful against Damwon's comp. That is very much so an upfront damage type of style.
Whew. So now we're in a position where Ghost is level 16, 4 items done, one of them being the Infinity Edge. Zhonya's is now fully
That is
upgraded
still
for
in the
Khan.
good position.
And we talked about the late game
Dragon Soul
comeback
is
potential of Damwon,
huge.
and you really are
Baron's
seeing
going
it
to
with
drop
their
in
composition
40,
right now. But now that's not to
and
say that
Damwon
Mad's
can get
team
anything
fighting
more
is
off that. They got
necessarily weak. It's
they
just
got
that what
almost all
Khan
the turrets
offers on
except
this
they
cannon
hit
is just so
So
much
Matt can
utility
just keep
and
playing these
damage
like
that in the right
I guess
fight,
skirmishes
you can see how
as
much
long
easier it
as
is
they
for
take off
Damwon to be
Khan.
able to play
Like
out.
don't let Khan use
And
that
I've gotta
ultimate.
say, you know, even though last game
Khan
Kane
was
incredibly
behind.
impressive how
He was
snowballed his
behind and he
game,
dealt like
how
the
he has
main
played
damage
from a
out of that
deficit
Baron.
is even more impressive.
Yeah.
Like he has been outstanding in almost every single fight here on the Lee Sin. He is putting pressure on Carzzy. He is dipping and dodging back and forth, putting the maximum pressure, never really falling down. And now he has GA plus stopwatch. He has the ability to throw himself into that backline. And we're likely going to see Damwon playing towards this Elder.
Even catching the wave here to make sure that Mad could not get mid priority. Canyon will clear it out. Carzzy gets the slow, but Canyon obviously on the Lee Sin can just dodge away.
Look, they even move Ghost off onto a side lane, and then because they have the Azir turret here, they know that it's that much harder for a Kaiser engage to come through alongside a Jarvan. So Damwon just continuing to play the map. They have actually gotten themselves the goal lead. I think that's the first time this game. But the fact that they've been able to claw back from the deficit they were in, just so impressive. And I can't get over how they played that Baron, because like we were talking so much about it, Azel, very much about how they need this cannon to get onto the backline. So you need a flank. So, well, but how do they do that when you don't have mid prior, when you don't have control? How are you going to get this deep vision into a flank? Well, you force them into a fight on your terms. You decide when the fight happens, and to have that awareness and then to execute upon it, just always so impressive to watch.
It's one of the reasons Damwon has the solar flare.
Nice.
Stopwatch will stop the Zenith Blade from chasing him down, but Canyon once again gets the kick, knocks Humanoid back, and Humanoid dies. Elio trying to get onto the backline. Canyon and Bevel are low here. Canyon still has the GA. Showmaker caught up in the Cataclysm. Bevel will get killed off by Carzzy, and Mad Lions may have found
Khan has ultimate, comes in. No!
Having none of it. Pops the stopwatch, slices through Mad Lions. Khan, in his last words, doesn't even want to lose a game. He will kill up the Mad Lions as Damwon march through mid.
Time and time again, Khan coming up huge with these team fight ultimates. And Damwon on the march to victory here in Game 2.
Wow, an insane comeback from Damwon. They have the wave. Only Kaiser is alive.
No,
he's going to be shut down. Canyon won't lose his life either, and Damwon are going to match point.
There is an aura around Damwon that just seems unstoppable. 2-0 over the Mad Lions.
Showmaker said in the live video, we don't lose. And so far it has been true here against the Mad Lions, but Mad, that game was in their hands. They had an incredible early game. Elyoya on the Jarvan really needs to be highlighted how damn well he played. I just think they're going to want that Baron fight back so badly. Because really, I think if Armut just marks the Kennen, you just walk at the Kennen and 1v1 him, that's your whole job. You don't need to do anything else. I don't think that Baron fight ever happens.
I mean, I think we can go back earlier, Azel, because I think the reality is that
Back.
Zhonya's is Damwon just always so impressive to watch.
It's one of the reasons Damwon, as the solar flare lands into
Started
the
off so good for
Stopwatch
Matt.
will stop the Zenith Blade from chasing him down, but
Oh,
Canyon
Yo-Yo
once
was
again gets the
controlling
kick. Humanoid back
Showmaker.
and Humanoid dies. Elio trying to go into the backline. Canyon and Bevel are low here. Canyon still has
Armor
the
missed
GA.
the
Showmaker
first
caught up on the
shockwave.
Cataclysm Bell will get killed off by Kazi, and Mad Lions may have found a Khan.
That is the part.
Khan is having none of it. Pops the stopwatch, slices through Mad Lions. Khan in his last world
That
doesn't
was the
even
part.
want to lose a game. He will kill up the Mad Lions as down one march through mid.
Time and time again, Khan coming up huge with these team
God,
fight.
dude. You guys want to hear my heartbreak? You guys want to hear my freaking heartbreak?
Obviously on the Lee Sin, can just dodge away.
Look, they even moved Ghost off onto a side lane, and then because they have backlines,
Yeah.
you need a flank. So what?
It's one of the reasons Damwon has the.
You guys want to hear my heartbreak?
Nice. Stopwatch will stop the Zenith Blade from chasing him down, but Canyon once again gets the kick, knocks Humanoid back, and Humanoid dies. Elio trying to go into the backline. Canyon and Bevel are low here. Canyon still has the GA. Showmaker caught up in the Cataclysm Bell will get killed off by Kazi, and Mad Lions may have found a
Khan has
Khan.
ultimate, comes in. No!
He's having none of it. Pops the
Ah, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, I can hear my heart breaking there. I can hear my heart breaking there. Oh my lord, dude. Oh my freaking. No, you can't tell me not to be sad, dude. Does you know when like people die, you can't walk up to them. There are times to be sad, and it's a very bad comparison, but it's a very damn good time to be sad if you're a Mad Lions fan. We're in such a good position. They were in such a good position throughout the entire game. Khan just destroyed everything. All the hopes in. I got none. I don't got nothing. Shadow. Hearts all dead. Night. The fuck? Copyrighted, right? But damn, dude, what the fuck? I just got tired a little bit, and then what the fuck am I looking at? It's in 3D now. Is it so that it's easier for you to make these? Why did you even invest in 3D graphics? Why did you invest in such web? I don't understand. Did it really? I haven't gotten to... Oh wait, I finished. I think we're done. I don't think there's anything else to watch. Mad Lions should be off there. I just don't see how they can make... I think in terms of... I think just having Coma as a... is open. Like the Chinese hired him to go to the LPL. They couldn't do much with him, but Coma is such a good analyzer. He knows what enemy will do, and he knows how his team can capitalize on that. Like Damwon never had an opportunity that weren't theirs. I don't know. I don't think that's. But like the casters mentioned, Mad Lions loves to play that Baron and loves to bait fights. As soon as they see an opening to kill someone, they will go all in on it. And I for fucking sure Coma saw that coming. You can see Damwon's positioning. They know. They know that Mad Lions are doing Baron, and they very fucking well know that they're gonna give up Baron just to get a kill, and they hard capitalized on that, and that is devastating for me. That is devastating.
I'm going
Clear the wave first.
Okay.
Oh, this is versus LNG.
Play slow still, play slow still. Miss Fortune?
Okay,
Play slow. Careful, don't die.
I don't think they can end, yeah.
I don't think okay, I have no ult, no flash.
Keep the, take the wave, take the wave.
I'm going.
Take the wave, flash.
I can dive. Take the wave. I'm going. Going. Okay.
I'm up in 5, Don't die.
Nice.
Good job. I'm gonna TP Nexus.
We can.
Nice. Let's go. Play slow, don't die. Marquez, don't die.
Fuck them.
I give you vision, guys.
We win.
Wait, don't.
Wait,
where the fuck did I die actually? I'm really slow on hitting.
Here we go, Karzi's big out.
Suicide for
yeah.
I'm really slow. Good job. Come on.
You can hear Karzi choking.
It was me.
Someone is shot.
Holy yeah. Holy.
No.
KD, let me kill please. Get. Oh my god, we won this game. Malo is all in, like, bro. Malo, I love you.
I am extremely exhausted. I am extremely exhausted after that. That game took way too much than it should have. I am freaking exhausted. You should start in 5 more. 10 more minutes. Start in 10.
跟我搭讪，他当时对我一见钟情，就要跟我搭讪，然后
同意了吗？同意了吗？
他要加我微信，就是当时就直接就要加微信，但是他是跟别的人一起同时加的，因为当时我之前的话也是做主持人跟解说的嘛，大家都有一个圈子，所以会有共同的好友。然后当时我们一起就是有去韩国街，就上海有一条韩国街，大家知道的。我知道。对，在那边然后吃东西，然后喝咖啡，然后就偶遇了。然后他跟他的队友当时就一起加我微信，就这样。
然后呢？然后做了些什么？
没什么呀，就是。
你还记不记得加微信之后的第一句话？
加微信之后第一句话就是玩不玩？我说游戏啊，我说不是玩不玩的意思是游戏。我懂了，玩不玩？
没有。
其实你不用特意强调这个事情。
没有，我跟你说，他加微信之后，他确实是一直问我就是打游戏吗？因为当时他们那会儿好像是快休赛期了，所以有大量的时间。然后当时他就是他们基地里面最爱打匹配的职业选手，然后他那时候天天带我打匹配，甚至还会就是拉着就是好友跟我一起玩。我的人生中间最幸福的游戏时刻就是那段时光，因为基本是4个职业选手带我飞，但是追到手之后就再也没有这种体验了。
那他当时的技术怎么样？
他本来就是他是走中路的嘛，但是当时为了配合我，他会走下路，而且用一些带妹超秀的英雄，比如说卡莉斯塔、维恩这种。我那段时间游戏体验太好了，我现在都不想去回想，因为现在最近太惨了。
其实我想问周云碧，你的技术怎么样？当时？
其实我刚才想说，只能说那时候就是少一个人玩游戏嘛，太可惜了。主要是其实英雄联盟玩家都知道，那时候没有猫这个英雄，他玩的都是琴女啊、什么风女这种，都需要一些什么操作就很脆的那种。
但我操作不是很好吗？
吃到一个技能会，你不能相信他的啊。吃到一个技能会下班的那种，吃到一个技能直接溜了要回家的那种。然后他每次就不躲技能的，我当时还问他，你是不是用一只手的那个用打，然后就一直说就看那个什么手技什么的，你是不是不用键盘打的？他每次技能按得很慢，然后而且我那时候跟他说，哎，你给我治疗，然后他就不给我治疗，所以有一天我很生气跟他说，哎，你每次这样辅助我，还不如我去中路，哎，我去辅助你玩 ADC， 然后真的这样玩，他打着打到一半，他就跟我说，哎，还是算了吧，补兵太难了，你就补兵。然后我有一把玩了机器人 ADC， 用机器人用品 A 补兵，这样补兵，然后后面打到20分钟30分钟觉得太累了，我本来想走的那天不想打那么多吧。他后来说：“哎呦，跟你一起打游戏好开心啊，每一把都躺赢哦。”
我觉得
这样子是这样吗？
今天一切的一切是因为饮料太好喝了，以至于让他觉得他在做梦，出现了梦境。当时的真实情况并不是这样，因为我当时确实是只玩什么琴女，还有娜美，还有风女这些英雄，因为女孩子都玩这一些嘛。然后我问他，我说你觉得我辅助打得怎么样？他跟我说，我觉得打得非常好。我们双排的话，你上钻石一点问题都没有。他原话是这样的，他现在在做梦，我跟你说。
是吗？清醒一下。
忘记了。
我只
能说现在看。
The reason ends. Yikes. They're actual. Could be they're actual, but God. Lost. Just heard of Eno. No idea what that is, but gotta go now. Not gonna wait for the Thoughts? But it's starting in 30 seconds. Starting in 30 seconds. They're on their seats. Almost there, boys. Come on, man. Last game. Last game. I mean, wait. Wait, did I just give up a mat? Did I just give up a mat there just now? Wait. Okay. Go to bed.
Hello and welcome back to Worlds 2021, the third quarterfinal where we see Mad Lions 0-2 down against the reigning world champions Damwon Kia, and what a performance it was by Damwon in game 2.
Man, gonna be mad at you.
7,000
I scratch it. I scratch.
Damwon
We move on.
good.
We move on. Yeah, we move on.
They real good.
Canyon good. Send tweet.
That is not a draft, but we will be bringing the draft up
There we
right
go.
now, as promised. Now, Mad have elected to return to the blue side. I think we can all agree that their draft wasn't really problematic. It wasn't that their draft fell short. It was the execution that ultimately fell apart for Mad when it came to these team fights. So, unsurprisingly,
We're gonna see the
they're gonna
same
stick to
lock-in.
the same bands.
Yay.
They are gonna have the
There
Wukong,
we
but I think that the
go.
misfortune will continue to be the priority.
I think it's gonna
for
be
Mad
locked
Lions
in,
the
though.
bot lane, which will likely give the Lee Sin over to Canyon once again. And Azael, you said it, everyone on social media is saying it, Canyon is just smurfing in this series. Like, you might not see his impact, but if you go back and you do the second-by-second breakdown, you will see Canyon's impact in these
Absolutely. And I mean, he's so much more than a kick flash, right? We've seen so many of those flashy plays.
All right,
they kick
Jay
him in and they
stolen.
cute someone. Great. He is playing so aggressively in these team fights, and he walks that line so incredibly well between going too far, going
Jace
just
is
far
actually
enough.
pretty good into
He's always
bombs.
pressuring Carzzy so heavily.
And alongside that, Khan will get his Jace ace and 1 on that in the LCK.
Don't think
The
you should
Sun,
lock that Wukong.
Absolutely dominant performance by him in his domestic region, and expectations are he can continue.
They are still like
Okay,
laughing it up.
counter-argument.
So
Tell me,
I think Mad is
Armut's win
fine.
rate on Wukong. I'm sure
Wukong
you know
is
this,
locked
Matt.
in here.
Off the top of my head,
Undefeated domestically this year. He's
Really?
only
How
ever
many games
lost.
has he played?
He's only ever had 1 loss. I believe he's also 9-1.
Question.
Was to Damwon.
Thaddeus, maybe you know the answer to this. Is Damwon in the LEC?
No.
Wow.
But yeah, he has a very impressive record on the Wukong. But yeah, as I said, his only loss in the champion was to Damwon when they played it at MSI earlier in the year. So it is something
Jace
that
can
he'll
easily
often
go
use
mid,
in
so
answer
I
to
think
the Jace.
Wukong
You
is a
can
bad
see that
pick
Damwon was
here.
saying, let's prioritize the Jace, let's get Armor off one of
that
his
is scary
comforts,
topside.
and let's try and put Armor in an awkward position by
Okay,
going
never
for
mind.
blind Jace. But then he actually gets another one of his comforts
Aku
in the
ambil
form
balik
of the Wukong.
semua yang
But as you
dah
rightly
saya
said, Damwon
bercakap.
rounding out their first half draft
I
with a
take
very
back
strong
everything that
their
I said.
topside looks incredibly frightening. Ban on the Jarvan. So Respect Elioya had an incredible early game. We'll see if he can replicate that on some other champion. Xin is still available. You're expecting maybe that gets banned out by Damwon next. And then it'll be interesting to see where he wants to go. If he wants to go for something early aggressive, if he wants to go more of a defensive pick like the Trundle.
I think that Mad should just consider banning. Yes, Leona, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I think that what Beryl has shown is that his engages have been great in the 2 games that we've seen. First game on the Rakan, second game on the Leona. If you give him a playmaker, you know that he can be impactful on it. And so why not just remove something like the Thresh as well? And then, instead they're going to limit the Ezreal.
Oh, I
so
like
they want
this.
to try and remove safety from
Leona,
the bot side
Ezreal.
of Damwon.
Exactly. I think this is actually smarter, you know, because if you ban like the Thresh or whatever, well, he could go Rel, or he could go, he even did Shen support. Like, he could find another pick. The Ezreal is the best champion for just leaving on an island and roaming elsewhere. And when I see these 3 picks from Damwon for topside, they do not want to lane bot. They want to play topside. They want to fight you. Ziggs, though, is a really smart answer because it can do similar things. Can be used to push and play aggressively, but you can also AFK at the tower and clear waves.
It's got great wave clear, and also I think one of the biggest things that I love about Ziggs is his ultimate.
Yeah.
And it kind of works in the same way that a GP ultimate does. Oh, you're trying to stack up a wave or threaten a side. Tough luck, I'm going to clear that instantly, or at least get rid of most of the wave, and then I can keep pressuring elsewhere on the map.
Exactly, and if you want to play through sides with a Jace, guess what's a good champion to hold mid? Clear out those waves. Very effective there too. Gragas coming through from LEA, so he wants to go for early ganks, right? Now the question is, having seen the last game and having seen this pick, you know, can he still make it happen? Because Damwon, the alarm bells have got to be going off in your head, right? You've got to be knowing.
I mean, the Gragas pick also implies that you want a AD mid laner because you're trying to get some of that AP threat. And Yasuo, Rakan, Gragas, Wukong, that's a wombo combo that the likes of which aren't very often seen, but instead, Humanoid will turn to the Victor.
Don't get me wrong, Humanoid is a very good Victor. It's actually one of his staple go-tos alongside the Orianna, as Beryl answers with a pike.
Wow.
Okay. Wow, so Beryl really pulling out all the stops today. He wants to be on Playmakers, and you know, we talk about roaming champions. You talked about it, Azale, where like, they don't want to play for bot. Oh, they really don't want to play for bot. They're basically saying, hello, Ghost, have fun.
See you in 30 minutes.
We'll see you in 30 minutes. You can be wave clear, you know, when we need you. For now, we're a top-side focused team, and Khan died far too much last game. His KDA took too much of a hit, so Beryl is now his support this game, and we will look to rectify that in the top side of the map.
And I'm really terrified for any kind of combination of 2v2s, 3v3s up on the top side for Mad. That is going to be difficult for them. And you pick this Gragas, you want to get aggressive, you want to be able to make plays here, but I think it's a winning 2v2 mid lane for Damwon. It's a winning 2v2 top lane. It's going to be really tough to find the areas.
I think that Mad Lions have drafted a lot more scaling. They've gotten a very strong teamfight composition. Obviously, the big thing that you should be concerned about as a Mad Lions fan is Damwon have shown game 1, if you are too weak in the early game, they will dominate you in the early game. Game 2, if you give them a good teamfight comp, they will out-teamfight you, and it seems that Mad Lions are fully committed into the teamfight style. They have excellent engage, they have very powerful scaling, and they have a way to shut Damwon down. The problem they're going to have to navigate is, can they get through this early to mid game? Because as you rightly said, their top side is incredibly strong.
Once more into the breach for Mad Lions and Damwon Kia. Damwon looking to continue their undefeated streak here at Worlds. Looking to go 9-0, following in the footsteps of T1 before them.
Woo! Let's go. Last game.
Only ever done
no, I need to stop!
2 World Championships, of course. T1 as SKT got 3, but Damwon are very much on their way to establishing their own dynasty as the new Korean kings.
This is interesting. Candion's actually going to start a pink ward here. So I do think this is an adaptation to Elyoya last game, how he got so many ganks out early. He really dominated the early game, starting with that pink ward. At least it can get away without going refillable or 3-pot. That's going to give you some extra safety. They even have a lane ward there on top side. I do think once the lanes start, he's going to probably put that pink in Pixel in the river, just try to really make sure that Khan can stay safe in the 1v1.
For the moment, just vision wards across the map. No team really making any forays into the enemy jungle. And I think once again, we'll watch Elyoya and Canyon, both of them very influential in the last game. Elyoya through the early game. It's the featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz. Khan and Canyon may look for an invade here.
Or they're going to try to find Arma, but I mean, this late, you got to be going for something.
You didn't see them! Oh, that Fog of War just coming in clutch. But now they will be spotted. Here we are, the 2v2.
Shock Blast goes wide. Elyoya with the W starts Sonic Wave coming out as well. Canyon forced back. Elyoya's having to try and retreat back towards his tower. Will heal up once again.
They know that they're stronger in the 2v2. Azale talks so much about it in the draft, where the entire top side, their ability to skirmish, and if you try to fight them, you just know they're going to be terrifying. And so they tried to leverage that. They force Elyoya behind, or at the very least, they were going to try and steal away his blue buff.
They force Elyoya
put him a little bit behind. Now, Canyon will have to do at least to start this.
Because Elyoya wants to essentially look for the
Elyoya for the time being should
combo
be
edge.
safe.
You can clear into
But already you can see the aggression that Damwon is trying to leverage in the early game.
Yeah, but honestly, didn't work out too bad for Matt whatsoever. You know, they are able to just start on Wolves. This is Elyoya doing something really smart. You know, too often you see people try to overcommit to getting that first buff, and you'll just get poked off it. Armad also got the early level 2.
Damn.
Great trade up here onto Khan, who's already had to put 2 potions.
You can see why Damwon did want to try and make that play, though, because Elyoya in game 2 got such a strong early lead. 1,500 gold ahead at the 15, and 8 kills and assists at 15 minutes. He was very much on form, even if Mad weren't able to bring it home. Bone Skewer's going to land there, but Kaiser can just dance his way away.
You're a bit of a Pyke and Rakan aficionado.
I'm really bad at Pyke, but I like playing it.
What are your thoughts? Do you like it this matchup?
Pyke into Rakan is an interesting one, because whenever the Rakan dances back to his AD carry, it's actually really easy to hit the Bone Skewer. The issue becomes, though, Rakan's never going to jump on the Pyke because he can just E away, and Pyke's never going to be able to get the second stun on the Rakan because he can just E away. So the Bone Skewer is the only real difference between
So really, that matchup is
they're going to
outside
other
the lane.
Yeah.
I just noticed as well, Showmaker's playing Predator Syndra. So they're actually playing double Predator here.
Oh,
so
Armut's dying.
They're looking to roam.
Armut's definitely dying.
Canyon here. TP available for Humanoid, but once again, it's Canyon and Khan teaming up in the early game. It's the Damwon show, and Armut's just a player in it. Canyon looking for the damage, safeguards in. Will have to flash the final tower shot, but both of them get out alive.
Very cleanly done from Damwon. Really good shot blast that came out from Khan as well, just prior to the dive, just to chip that extra bit of HP off of Armut. And it's Damwon saying, hey, remember us? We know what you did to our top laner last game. This is a bit of revenge. This will give a window for Elyoya to steal some camps, but Ghost and Showmaker in a position to answer. He's going to be forced back. Just great play across the map from Damwon already.
Yeah, just getting out here to defend, because that was really the only thing going bad for them. And Khan now taking a really good trade onto Armut. And taking a bad trade like that, again, this is similar to game 1 where he had to go back at such a poor goal timing. He didn't actually get potions. And then you just TP back, and you are that low.
Watch this special delivery! Canyon didn't even need to smite it.
Oh, word. That's just not fair, is it? Beautifully done by Showmaker there, leveraging the W to steal away the blue buff and handing it over to his jungler. Canyon only level 3, but already.
Bot, like, we don't need to look at bot anymore.
Buys the boots, first base here. He's out on the map.
It's just a straight up farm fest.
I'm gonna be curious to see when Showmaker gets it. I am expecting him to just grab, you know, maybe an early tier 2 boots and start moving around. The Predator is not something I can say I think I've ever seen on Syndra. It is a champion that does have pretty effective moves, but generally, you know, if he thinks it's just going to be a farm lane.
Khan has flash, Armut has no flash. Khan decides against investing for it. Beryl with the Bone Skewer got the stun onto Kazi here. Kazi still has flash heal. Will try and get away, but the heal through the ignite is just not enough. Kazi down, Humanoid now joins the fray in the bottom lane. Armut, as you said, Betty, a couple of seconds too early, but he is dead in the top side. Elyoya looking for the gank here, as he does have flash and has the body slam. Canyon on his way up, Kaiser on his way there as well. Khan able to dodge to the side of the body slam, but Kaiser will get the knock-up, and Khan will fall before Canyon can get there. Canyon in the end arrives as Elyoya tries to flash away. Kaiser body blocking the Sonic Wave. Canyon doesn't quite have the damage to take down that with Khan.
Yeah,
but here's Showmaker!
Uh...
Flash! Scatter! Down goes Elyoya! The Predator, when he's got it, didn't use it, of course, because he hasn't got the boots, but we'll pretend it impacted that play.
Yeah, if you really think hard enough, you just run faster. So Armut in a really rough spot here already.
Man, they took game 2 personally, didn't they? With how much they're focusing on Armut.
The thing about the Gragas pick is it just doesn't have the same early agency that something like a Jarvan does. And Damwon know this. They drafted a very strong topside very early on in the draft to be able specifically to fight around this topside, and they're doing just that. The awkward position here for Armut is he's a level down. He takes a huge trade, and Khan, knowing that he has flash, is just waiting for cooldowns and is able to punish him. Just such a great play from Khan, and really the jungler set him up for success early, and now he can do the rest with the lead that he has.
Absolutely, and then this is a really nice sidestep there with the accelerated gate. Able to dodge that, but obviously it was always going to go down. And when you called out that he was going to get killed, he honestly could have gotten the kill, but he was just playing with respect to where Elyoya was. Wanted to wait for the cooldowns, wanted to be a sure thing. And Armut, unfortunately, gets caught recalling on a ward. And that is why you've got to pay so much attention to where those wards could be, where they're getting placed. Because he could have just backed it up fully and probably gotten out scot-free.
And we didn't even talk about Kazi dying as well. Right? Yeah. Like the fact that Ghost and Beryl were still in the lane, Kaiser was out roaming with the rest of the team while he was moving with Elyoya, which means that he ended up losing his life. Humanoid also TP'd to bot lane, and he doesn't get anything for the back of it as well. So now you find Damwon with a 1.5k goal lead, only 7 minutes in.
And that is actually one of the things Pikes gives you that Khan doesn't, is the follow-up after someone flashes away from you. Showmaker, though, caught out here in the mid lane. Chaos Storm will be enough. It ticks him down. Humanoid takes the kill.
Nicely done by Matt, getting a play there towards mid. And I was just going to say how he goes through the early Merc treads because it is AP jungle mid, but even that, not keeping him safe as they have the extra man. Kaiser arrives, and they're able to get that kill, but they've got to keep Armut in this game, and it's just looking so bad for him.
Armut's dead as he went in with a Cyclone. He is just about able to walk away from this one, but Canyon is waiting in the wings, and I don't think Mad Lions knew. Shock Blast hits onto Kaiser. Canyon, as you say, has the 6.
He's dead.
Dragon's Rage. Kaiser's at the range of any sort of battle dance. Beryl! Excuse me, sir, that's a KS if I've ever seen.
I walked all the way up here, and I'm getting my gold.
Yeah, he's like, well, it's either I take the kill or I get no assist.
I mean, we both know, that's what Pike's for, right? You take the kills, other people get the gold.
And now Damwon know that they have the numbers advantage, so immediately they move into the top side of Mad's jungle. And
they want to dive this. Here comes Showmaker.
Oh, they definitely do. Rakan reads the play. Humanoid doesn't have teleport.
Elyoya's got no flash. No explosive cast.
Handing the blue over as well. It's just everything going in the favor of Damwon. 2,000 is the gold lead. Elyoya's not even level 6 yet. And Canyon continues to just steal away camp.
This is something Damwon do so well though. Whenever they get a lead in top or in the mid lane, they just constantly get Canyon into the enemy jungle. They take away camps. Humanoid just survives in the mid lane. But they just denied Blue and Gromp away from Elyoya. As you say, Betty, he's still only level 5 and he's 3 whole camps behind.
And this is the problem when it was similar to what happened in game 1, where they went with the Graves Orianna. If you draft for 2v2s that cannot fight Damwon, Damwon will push that to the absolute limit. They will be in your face. They did it at level 1. They're doing it now. They're going for topside. And then you have to play.
Armut is on 30 at CS.
Which is so
We're
tough,
done,
even
dude.
if you
We're
have good
done.
skill.
It's one of those things where often we as casters will always talk about like, okay, in a perfect world, in the draft, this is what you expect.
Yeah.
Damwon is one of the few teams where, like, regardless of what draft they get, you feel like that they're always going to be able to execute upon it. And it's just such a great representation of, like, what a great early game comp can do when it's executed upon well. And, like, there are certain things that you're allowed to do, and Damwon's like, we know what we're allowed and not allowed to do, and we're going to show you exactly that.
And I mean, it shows you what it takes to be a world champion in League of Legends. They're so flexible. They execute to the highest degree with a variety of different comps, and you know, really are able to play a lot of different styles, but we are potentially finding a kill on top side.
Armut going in with the Cyclone Khan's going to knock him back. Armut flashes. But the Wukong just doesn't do enough damage with only a Sheen. Damwon, though, able to back away in the mid lane as well. Elyoya couldn't find the engage with an explosive cast.
And bad goes to worse because now it's time to farm plates for Jace. He's going to be able to recall. And he will have his mythic completed, I'm almost certain, off of this base. So that was really the last chance Armut had to do anything in the 1v1. Yes, he was just on the Sheen, but at least Khan hadn't completed an item. And, well, we'll see if he does now.
You can see how close Armut was and how this matchup typically does go. But the problem for Armut is he's just taken one too many bad trades early on. There's been so much attention thrown up towards the top side. He hasn't been given an opportunity to convert this matchup into a way in which he can start swinging it in his favor. And now Damwon, they're not going to slow down.
The wave is actually in such a good position here for Kazi. Meant that Beryl had to force the skewer out a little bit earlier because Kazi could back away behind the wave, and now Mad Lions can try and turn it back around. Beryl still has flash here. Kaiser, no flash. Skewer comes out. Kaiser tries to stop him.
Nice.
And with the bullet
That's a double TP. Quadruple.
Elyoya
being taken down. Zhonya took the life a little bit longer. Armut turns it around. That's freaking dope. Okay.
Wow, I can't believe that Canyon was able to snipe that one off the back as well. Ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Mad, and everyone TP'd towards the bot lane.
Right
that is the most people that Kazi and Ghost have seen in the last 2 games.
It does look like a good play coming back from Mad
Another
Lion.
TP now going to be invested for Ghost in the
but
bot
that's
side.
a trade.
Armut needs to be careful. He doesn't have his ultimate
side of
available. But Damwon still find themselves with a gold lead, even though Mad get themselves a couple kills.
And credit to Humanoid, it felt like he got so much done on that play. Utilizing the gravity field, his ultimate, his spells to actually zone out both the soul laners there from Damwon. He did a lot of the heavy lifting here on the damage, and to me, this looked like a flash prediction. He's expecting Carzzy to flash when the animation comes through. Carzzy has the read, though, plays it very well, and then Kaiser on point here. The flash coming out from Ghost, but he predicts it right into the MF ulti, and then all hell breaks loose. Everyone TPing in, but look at Humanoid getting so much done on both Khan and Showmaker.
That's a really good observation there. Oh, another engage.
There's the quickness. Ghost caught up in it. The charm comes out, and Ghost will fall. One more auto from Kazi is enough.
Now that's a pretty big pick for Mad because Ghost has just invested his TP. Canyon does have the Herald, so he's going to drop that one top, and it's just a simple cross map. Damwon going to continue investing money into Khan, as you would very much expect. Meanwhile, Mad trying to get something back on the bot side, but it's only going to be a couple plates, as they're not going to be able to take this tower down. And I think that Mad is saying, let's try and stop the second tower siege that could very well come out from Damwon.
At the very least, it's signs of life for Mad, because this was looking like it could have just been an absolute stomp. They were behind in gold across the map, and now they've had a couple of effective plays in a row on that bot side. You know, Carzzy has done his mythic. He's to a pretty strong point here. He's up in farm. He's getting some tower plates, denying some farm from Ghost. So they at least have a win condition now. They have something that they can try to play through.
Darmok here continuing to try to deny that. Kaiser locked up here, able to jump away, but has to flash the Walker's Canyon. Is well on his way to that mid lane. Rift Herald used in the mid lane as well. They didn't use it top. Instead, they get 3 more plates out of that mid lane turret.
That's how you maximize plates right there. Very well done once again from Damwon, trying to get as much money into their back pocket as they can. You can see quite the significant gap developing between the top and jungle in favor of Damwon.
But if you hold your finger over that and don't look at it,
things looking pretty
then
good.
Humanoid and Carzzy are both up in gold.
Yeah, see, you're becoming more European every game, Azael. I like your way of thinking.
I'm here for like a month, you know, I've got to adapt.
Now the Drake is up, and once again we're seeing that a very low priority on these early Drakes. There was a window where Mad could have committed to that objective, but again they were concerned about that top tier 2 going down, so both Elyoya and Kaiser went back to base, pathed up towards top to cover for that potential continued siege from Damwon.
Dragon untaken at 4.
For the moment, all's quiet on Summoner's Rift as both teams are reset because that low Dragon priority, we're not getting as many early fights as perhaps we usually would, although we do have 12 kills in 14 minutes, so we're going on at a rare right old clip. Showmaker, though, going to be able to get some more damage on that mid lane tower as Damwon actually going to start up this Dragon.
Sorry, I just noticed that Humanoid has 2 levels on Showmaker right now.
Kaiser doesn't have any levels, he's back in the fountain. Beryl will take the kill. And that's the lockup you can do to Rakan.
So this was something we haven't talked about. Mad face check. You kind of rely on Elyoya a little bit, but he's going AP Gragas. Kind of the problem with Rakan is he is quite squishy, and one of the advantages he has is his mobility, which you would sit there and say, okay, great. But against a comp like this, especially against a Pyke, it's actually very easy to punish that squishiness and lock him down long enough for him to not be able to leverage his high mobility.
And it's a very high volatility game on both sides, right? It's difficult to play those types of compositions from behind because the inverse could be happening. You know, if it was Damwon face checking in with a Pyke and with the Ziggs, you know, we'd be saying the same things here for Kaiser. But playing towards the spot side.
Full of time to clear out the wave. Humanoid though caught out Showmaker, there's the kickback, and Humanoid has to flash, tries to get to the gravity well, but just can't do it in time. Carzzy will get the final auto attack off here, flashes underneath Carzzy, tries to turn it back onto Canyon, uses the gold drinker for a little bit of a heal, Beryl goes to here to join the fray, double up, not quite enough damage, Canyon able to walk away wounded from this one.
Carzzy, I got wet for you, that was
advantage in the bot side of the map. Every time you see that fight continuing to extend, you're thinking, surely someone from Mad will show up, but they just don't. 4 versus 2. Mad end up getting 1 kill. Canyon gets away with barely any HP, and Damwon secure 2 along with another tower, and suddenly the gold gap is continuing to balloon once again.
It's a good setup.
This is, I thought Suning didn't even make Worlds, but here they are once again. It's the AD carry flank. Carzzy with the Hongfeng replay there. We can see this in the Axe replay. And just really trying to make something happen. And I think he played this out very well. So close to actually knocking down Canyon. If he gets that kill,
this might, I think, as well mitigate so much of the damage coming out from Carzzy.
Safeguard.
Wow.
Shield's just enough.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, playing it out very well, but he does at least get the kill on Showmaker. You know, you highlighted the level lead for Humanoid. Unfortunately, that has been largely eliminated now, as Humanoid has died, and a lot of farm was picked up there by Showmaker. Damwon looking for another Herald here and looking to just continue to push this game forward.
And this is the thing that Damwon do so well, though. Take an inch and turn it into a mile. Yeah. Every single mistake you make gets turned, compounds into more and more and more and more. And now you can see 4,000 gold ahead at the 16-minute mark.
And Herald is even scarier against Ziggs teams because really you just need Herald charge plus a satchel, tower's dead.
Yep. 5k difference.
Becomes very hard to defend any of your turrets. Becomes very hard for Mad Lions to find a way back into this game. They'll be looking for picks. They'll be looking for part of their wombo combo to connect. But Damwon have just constantly been finding these catches in the side lane.
The good news for Mad is that there's a lot of standing gold with all these towers still up and available. The bad news is
they can't get to it.
You can't get to it, yeah. You kind of have to go through Damwon to get to those towers. Typically, though, as you get to this point in the map,
so I think it's just Damwon going to be.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Mad like, hey, we'll give up second Drake in order to get maybe a tier 1 in the top lane to get a little bit more gold into our back pocket rather than gamble that
one
fight,
of them is out.
There are ways in which they can look, and you can see it right now. They're slowly pathing up towards top. They are pinging that top tier 1.
All that will be left.
Try and at least take down some of these
but
turrets to get a little bit more into their back pocket.
And thankfully, there weren't any early dragons taken, right? So it's not as though Damwon is pushing an early
SKT
soul here.
maybe.
Their second dragon will be taken around 20 minutes. So
I still
Mad do
say
have time,
Damwon's
but they
looking
have
way too
got to stop dying. They have got to secure their farm, play this slow. If you can keep this goal disadvantage similar in 10-15 minutes, well, hey, maybe you got a shot, but it's very difficult to stop them.
You can look for catches like this as Khan tries to flash away. Cyclone will get the knock up. Explosive cast knocks him back. Khan into the bush and immediately down as Armut will take the kill in that 2v1.
So a little bit more gold for Armut, and it was definitely needed there, but Damwon, they have a wave pushing top. Canyon also has the Herald, and again, it kind of comes back to what we were talking about, a trade elsewhere on the map. Humanoid, he does have good wave clear. Let's see if he can stop the siege coming out from Damwon.
Oh, TP too. Got shit.
TP popped by Damwon as they look to push for this tier 2. Kaiser looking for the longest flank. You have seen today, he's going all the way around, playing ring around the rosies with that blue buff. Showmaker looking for the stun though, and Kaiser's nowhere near this. Humanoid caught out, Damwon Kia pushing in with the Rift Herald. Kaiser now steps across a ward, doesn't know it as the Rift Herald's cleared out with the bullet time, and Beryl onto Kaiser, jumps away, pulled back with a bone skewer, but there's no follow-up. No Phantom undertow. Beryl gets onto the blast cone there with a good death marks the spot, but won't be able to do anything more as Damwon are able to retreat through this blue side jungle.
Yeah, Kaiser looking for the long flank, but with Armut not having his ultimate, there's not really any TP angle. There's not really a play to be had there. And just showcasing the power of Ziggs plus Herald, knocking down those towers, extending the gold lead here. Now up around 6,000 as Damwon are on series point and are looking to continue what has been an incredible run. 6-0 through the group stage, the only undefeated team, and then 2-0 as well so far here in quarterfinals.
And you just look at it and you have to hark back to SKT, to T1, right? The only team to get to finals undefeated up until now. And if Damwon win this, they play up against T1 in the semifinals.
Really?
And you have to feel it's almost a passing of the torch moment. If Damwon are able to win, they would defeat T1, the only team to win more than one World Championship. The only team to win 2 in a row, sorry. And they would be looking to make it 2 in a row for themselves.
Whoa, no.
Yeah, looking for that second title.
Dude.
I mean,
oh, no, dude.
Obviously incredible players here trying to secure themselves.
Might be
that
overstepping
spot
here.
in League of Legends history.
Humanoid flashes away from the scatter of the weak.
big.
Kaiser looking for the engage. Chaos Storm, Kaiser going in with a quickness, but he only catches onto Canyon as Showmaker is able to flash away. Khan now joins the fray. Beryl looking at those health bars hungrily. Death from below could mark the end of Mad Lions' game. Humanoid, Bone Skewer, no flash. Into the Phantom undertow, and the death from below as X marks the spot, and X marks Humanoid's death. A great kick from Canyon as Ghost gets the second. Mad Lions are routed. Mad Lions are running for the hills, but Damwon Kia will not give them an inch.
Damwon is just playing these fights so beautifully. It's so difficult to engage on that comp with Syndra, with Pyke, with Ziggs. They just make your life so difficult, and they're looking to completely destroy the Mad Lions.
Beryl misses the death from below, but will get the final auto attack. Dominating now on this Pyke. Armor going in. Beryl no mana, but he's got just enough
no.
with the Ghost.
You don't even get to kill that.
It's an ace for Damwon. 10,000 gold their lead.
Bad goes to worse.
That
for
one's
the Mad Lions. They get erased. They'll lose the dragon.
They're not in
Multiple
a good
kills with the
mental
Pyke ultimate as well, which
They
is
want to press
doubling
that
up on
app
that goal.
They want to do that
putting them so far ahead. And Canyon
Nothing more to watch
just
anymore.
looked on another level today.
nothing.
Has been incredible across
We're
3
done.
straight Lee Sin
Game's
games.
done everything about this.
You just cannot stop this guy.
Certainly cannot. You know, we've seen why that champion is considered so powerful in the current meta, but in the hands of a skilled Lee Sin player, you know that Canyon's already thinking about his next skin with a performance like this. Let's have a look back, and you can see Humanoid with no flash gets locked up, and this is the second part of the fight where Damwon go for the re-engage. But prior to this, Mad actually looked like they were in a pretty good position to get a fight, but it was so difficult for them to close the gap. And the awareness there from Canyon as well, with the kick in, with the sidestep onto everything, just such a great execution from Damwon once again.
And I think one of the problems here is with Mad's comp, you want to be able to come from multiple angles, right? You want the Rakan flanking from one side, and pushing you in to Armut's flank coming from the other side. And even though Matt did have position on the Dragon, there's so much poke, there's so much zone control on the Damwon side. Mad just could not close the gap to get the fight, and now here we are, 22 minutes in. They're starting the Baron.
Matt's not going to be able
got no choice but to try to stop this.
Not the quickest Baron in the world. Of course, Ziggs doesn't output as much damage as an AD carry would at this point, but it's already down to 7,000 armor. Now looking for that flank, looking for that pincer maneuver. Kaiser has the quickness, doesn't have a flash. Here comes Armut onto the backline with the Cyclone. A possibility, gets 2 knocked up. Kazi coming in as well with a bullet time, and there's 1. Mad Lions have found a fight around the Baron. They found the fight they were looking for. They managed to get the pincers. They managed to get the kills. Kazi
damn.
get them all, and they could get them all. Mad
Oh,
Lions
damn.
fight back, breathe life into Europe.
Oh,
as they clean up
damn.
And just like that, Mad find themselves with a team fight win, and they can actually just go for the Baron here. Canyon is still alive, and that risk of a smite steal is very real, but a number of shutdowns just went into the back pocket of Mad. That 10k gold lead went to a 6k gold lead. It's going to get even lower, but Canyon still lives.
Just how big is the gap between Damwon and Mad Lions? Canyon might decide it as he looks for this smite steal, but it's already down to 4,000. Here comes the TP as Damwon investing resources into this. Baron will be smited, and Elioya will secure it. Showmaker comes in, dodges away from Kaiser.
It's gonna die again.
Damage coming down to Showmaker, good scatter of the week, but now they're in a 2v5. Mad Lions are collapsing, but now the TP's raining. 4 members of Damwon immediately react.
Not anymore.
Ghost, Beryl, and Khan
No
are
more
here,
fights.
and Armut might just
Time
be
to go.
sacrificed. Elioya, no explosive.
Oh,
for
big.
him.
That's big.
Armut pulled back.
That is
Armut
freaking
taken
huge.
down. Beryl gets him as Humanoid puts the damage down across the wall, but Canyon with a smite will heal himself back up.
Wow. So, Mad walk away with the Baron. Damwon is sitting there saying, okay, you shouldn't have gotten away with that. That was not allowed. They invest a bunch of their TPs to re-engage, and again, you can see how slippery this Damwon composition is and how difficult they actually are to lock down. But they're able to get 1 kill back from the Armut. But let's have a look back at this fight.
Yeah, and so much of it is just about this flank from Armut, able to actually sneak around the backside there of the Baron pit, finds the ultimate coming through, and then Carzzy coming from an unexpected angle here. This MF ulti just absolutely roasts Showmaker and gets Ghost very low.
And then Carzzy commits onto Beryl because he's like, that's a lot of gold, and that's 900 into my back pocket. And then you have this incredible collapse. Look, another 600 gold onto Carzzy as well. 1.5k off of 2 kills should bring him, well, to an infinity edge. Wow. That was a lot of money put into his back pocket, and that's quite the drop. Look at Canyon.
Wow.
It is a little bit misleading, though, because the top of the graph is still 44.
It's true, that's true. That's an EU graph right there.
Definitely not an LCK graphic there.
Baron remains for Mad Lions for 1 minute and 20 seconds as Red Bull Baron power play. We'll see what they can do with it, but really unable to push any further forward. Beryl able to dodge away from the Mad Lions as Khan is going to join the rest of Damwon here as they look to defend their mid-tier 1.
So, Zach, I have a question for you, because you play a lot of top lane, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think at this point Armut can kill the Jace in a side 1v1, or do you think it's still a little longer?
I think he can. I think there's always that possibility. I mean, you're just on such a strong 2 items. If Khan can actually disengage and kite it out, you obviously will win. But if Armut can find him face-checking a brush or find the right angle, there is a possibility to win that. You're the same level, and you have really powerful 2 items.
Armut doesn't have Baron, and Beryl's like, hey, this could be a potential pick for us. But no, Armut recognizes it, is going to disengage. But yeah, that's kind of one of the things that I was thinking of now, because when you have this huge influx of gold into your back pocket, you suddenly realize, oh, hang on.
Yeah.
We are suddenly so much stronger. Getting that extra item suddenly changes a lot of matchups.
In with the quickness, and perhaps down with the quickness goes Ghost. Kaiser, though, will fall. 1-for-1 trade so far. Beryl looking for the hooks over the wall, but can't land them. Baron remains for 20 seconds as Mad look for a tier 2 in the mid lane. For Beryl and Showmaker in prime position to make this one hurt for the Mad Lions. There's one. Looking for 2 as Elioya flashes away. Showmaker just needs a single spear to chunk out the jungler of Mad Lions. The chase continues here. Beryl just needs a skewer. Elioya will be spotted. Beryl goes in. Ignite.
Dude, that's big. That is freaking cool.
Beryl takes another kill. Humanoid will get him in response.
But that Flash Ignite just to actually trade a
Hi,
kill
Jordan.
there.
Welcome to the stream.
Are trading up in a lot of these circumstances. You know, Kaiser going in, trading his life for that of Ghost. Now Mad, they have the opportunity to actually challenge here at the Dragon because Armut still has Flash ulti.
Yep, and look, Armut, his ult is about to come up very soon. He's level 15 on this Victor, and Kaiser has joined the fray as well. 6 on the way back. No teleport available for Khan, even though he's about to come back alive. This is going to be a tense fight.
Showmaker waiting in the wings. Kaiser going in. Ghost, of course, has the Mega Inferno bomb, and it lands onto Humanoid and Kaiser. Canyon going onto Armut down towards the bottom side as DK look for the fight. Damwon continue to push forward. Showmaker forced away.
Oh.
Kicked away and
Oh.
comes Khan! And what a better way to find the picks than with a flank TP. Flank run-in, sorry, from Khan. Bullet time used as well.
What?
Forced off to the top side. Ghost gets one. Kazi next on the menu here for Barrel, but he just can't get the damage down. The dragon goes over to
The
Dawn
dragon
and
died
Mad
to a
Lions get couple of
freaking
kills.
mine.
Why won't Canyon die? Is it just a law that he's just not allowed? Like 2, 0, and 14. The grace and patience that Damwon played with that. It does end up being 2 for 2 overall, but the crucial thing was Khan was able to get back so quickly, thanks to the speed gate and also the bonus movement.
Ghost Blade as well.
So quick, I thought it was a TP.
Yeah, he's just, look at how quickly he's able to rejoin the fight. And the thing is, Damwon know the longer this fight goes, the better it is for them. They have good poke themselves. They know that their teammates are rejoining. Pyke is also going to get back to the fight very quickly. And then this damage comes out from Khan. Mad Lions are not expecting it. They think that they can stall. They can't. They fall short. But then Damwon overcommits.
Look at
thinking that
this
they can
one.
just get a huge team
Look at
fight
the
with
dragon.
it.
Look at the fucking dragon. Look at the fucking dragon.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
shit, dude. Fucking shit,
It's an
dude.
LCK dragon. Might have the EU graphic, but
oh my word.
Oh man.
I thought it was only Cloud Drakes that like the others.
Well, you got to give credit to both Humanoid and Carzzy, though. They've been playing these fights well. I think Humanoid has been doing an incredible job actually zoning Showmaker, utilizing the ultimates and the lasers. And Carzzy, he can carry fights. If you can keep him alive, if you can keep him safe. That is difficult to do with no summoners on him and flash available on Canyon, but man, he is strong at this point. That's IE, that's 4 items, 80% crit.
And we talked about Mad actually having really good scaling during the draft.
Canyon, though. He wants this. Canyon has flash. He could find this angle on Carzzy here if he goes too far forward.
As you said, Azel, no summoners on Kazi. Khan forced back behind his tower in the bottom lane.
But I kind of want to come back to this team fight point, because the thing about Damwon's comp is it is very focused on the early game, but the reality is that when you have an AD carry, you're just going to have that much more late game damage. Like, no one can hit like Carzzy can in the late game. He is just going to have the type of DPS that you can't match. So I think that Damwon, by floundering a lot of these fights, may find themselves in a bit of an awkward position moving forward, and it may be the reverse of what happened in Game 2. It just comes down to execution of the fights.
No, I agree, absolutely. And Pyke is one of those champions that you can have the incredible fight, but you can also just get CC'd by Rakan and die instantly, right? You know, and that is actually where a tremendous amount of their kills are. He has 9 kills here on the Pyke. Showmaker did not create really any sort of early advantage. It was about the roaming, it was about the moves. If Damwon go back to Baron, there is a very real world where Mad just kill you at the Baron again, and all of a sudden the game's pretty much even.
I can't believe Carzzy just based there. If that was me, I would have been like, they might be starting Baron, they might be trying to force it, but I think that Mad recognized that top was pushed in, bot was pushed in,
Oh,
and then there was
shit.
a real race
Last game. No, it
getting
is
into a
not
team
the last
fight
game.
against this comp
This
from
is
Mad,
the
and
best
then a
of
TP
5.
onto one of the
So
sides.
whichever
Like,
team
it
gets
could
the
have been
3
very
wins
disastrous
first
for Damwon.
wins.
So they said, you know what, we'll clear out the vision, we'll move back,
Damwon was looking great,
clear up
but
our
Mad
sides,
Lions
and then
starting
we
to
can
make a
start throwing
comeback,
barrels.
so...
And the stopwatch is actually such a big
It
buy.
was
You know,
going to be
being
last
able
game, but it
immune a
doesn't
Syndra,
feel like a
being
last
able to
game anymore
immune
all of a
a
sudden.
Pyke ult that denies the reset, that kind of thing is so massive, especially when you're playing without your flash. So Carzzy placing a lot of importance on it.
Speaking of stopwatches, we have to do our stopwatch check.
Who's got a timepiece?
Khan, stopwatch, Zhonya's, Showmaker. So remember we said that this comp is very difficult to engage on? Now they have 3
Slightly
stalling tools at their disposal as well. Meanwhile, you don't actually have any stopwatches outside of the one that sits on top of Carzzy. Kaiser, he has the ability to get out of there. But yeah, even though there is a 5k gold lead, I really think that it's a bit disingenuous to the state of the game right now.
Yeah.
I think that in the top lane, obviously you can see where the discrepancy is, but now it's Armut with level 16. We literally flipped game 2 in this situation, but in particular, it's the fact that I think that, as you rightly said, a lot of the gold lead is sitting on Beryl.
Yeah.
The gap between him and Kaiser is probably where you're seeing so much of this gold gap.
Absolutely. And I mean, the fact of the matter is, not only is it Carzzy that's going to be outputting a lot more DPS than Ghost in most cases, Humanoid as well. I mean, Humanoid is massive now at this point. He has the death cap completed on the Victor. Late game has arrived. And it gets very difficult as the Syndra to actually deal with these long-range lasers. You just drop the ulti, click it on the Syndra. He has to walk out of the fight.
30 seconds for Infernal Soul for Damwon. Mad Lions, 30 seconds before the fight that might decide whether or not you continue in Worlds, whether or not you get another shot another bite at the cherry that is this Damwon Kia lineup. So far undefeated, 8-0 at Worlds 2021. Mad Lions here, standing firm, battle lines drawn in the river as Damwon continue to advance. Armor not with the team. Elioya low, already chunked out. Redemption's going to come down and they're going to eat the honey fruit to try and heal themselves up. Armor looking for the flank, but the wards are there for Damwon. Canyon in prime position. Sonic Wave on Kazi. As you say, be scared of the darkness, because there lies Canyon, there be Dragons. Damwon looking for the hook as Beryl unable to get onto Armor, but Armor's just stunned up and can't dive in. Armor's popped the Cyclone, popped the Flash, and tried to get out of there. Mad Lion's going to start up the Infernal. Beryl able to get away down towards the bottom side of the fight. Mad Lions have been able to secure the Dragon. They
got the Dragon though.
But for it, they lose Armor. Look at the damage from the Chaos Storm. Humanoid injecting a little chaos into our veins this game as he forces Ghost and Khan away, but Mad Lions are on the wrong side of the rift.
Well, they do have a wave in mid as well. If they want, they can actually threaten to push this. I think they're concerned about the TP. Yeah, now Armor does have TP, but 30 seconds left on it. Kazi will take down the tower, and here comes the TP.
Armor not alive. 30 seconds make or break here for the Mad Lions as they push forward towards the Baron. Canyon's going to start it up. It's slow still, but quicker than it was before.
Oh,
and it's slower still because Canyon's not doing it.
Oh no, Yoya's down. Ozzy has the bullet time, but I don't think you'll get a good positioning to be able to make that happen. I'm gonna back up in 4 seconds. As TP. Nowhere to TP though.
I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't stay around. I think that there was an ability to challenge this. So many summoners are down on Damwon. Karzi has everything. Kaiser has everything. You could TP in Arma, and you could potentially deny that. If they group up in the pit, MF ulti can roast them, but Mad perhaps showing that much confidence in their ability to scale, in their ability to win out in the 5v5s.
I think that Mad thinks this is our last chance. We have one more fight left to determine this game. And I think that you're right in that they look at this and they say, we outscale. Let's not give them a 4v5. Let's not bother risking it. Yeah, we'll be down a Baron, but the gold at this point doesn't really matter. And so instead what we'll do is when they have the Baron and they're looking to siege, that's when we'll try and catch them off guard and force a fight. Because Armor doesn't have Flash right now, and their ability to get onto the backline is much weaker. What I thought was great was they demonstrated how you deal with that flank perfectly. And they just attacked Armor immediately in the 1v1, preventing him from finding that flank.
Yep, it was the inverse situation of the Con flank last game, but this time Damwon knew what to do. They did mark him. My question here is, oh my god, he's spotted. Can they actually stop him?
Trying to get the recall off, but they stop him in his tracks. And as you say, that's very bad. He dodges the skewer, but you can't dodge death.
And now the push is on. You have Ziggs and Baron. Notice how they actually drop pink wards in the brush there. They're trying to cover all their bases to block any sort of a TP flank that could come in from Arma. They're sweeping out the area. They're checking with the Umbleglaive. They're dropping pinks. They know in a 5v4, if Arma cannot get a flank, you will not lose the fight.
Arma looking to go in. Beryl with a pull back there. Arma. It's on the clone. Cannon minions survive.
So good though.
As you say, Humanoid with that death ray is going to be able to clear this out pretty quickly. Khan trying to Baron but the minions, but already Kazi's able to take the cannon down in the mid lane. Damwon Kia forced back for the moment. Have to wait for the waves. Skewer. Beryl hits it onto Elioya. Body slams away. Kazi steps through the gate and eats a shock blast that went through a gate of its own. Damwon Kia forced away. 1 minute on the Baron buff, but Damwon Kia run for their fountain once again.
I mean, they're stalling out. They're running out of ways to actually advance the game state. Mad are hitting these critical item spikes. You know, it's full build on Karzi. We're quickly approaching that for Humanoid. Their 2 carries are so powerful now that yes, it's 7,000 gold in the lead.
Gonna look for a flank here.
He's got to be careful.
Well, his whole team is not there.
Yo, that's my, because he did this before. He did this in LEC playoffs where when the Infernal Soul was available, you hide in the bush and then you look for the engage. And I was worried for a second that Beryl would spot him out. Kaiser was able to get away from it. So Azael, we'll come back to you as I apologize for interrupting you.
No, not at all. I mean, it's going to come down to the Infernal Soul. Damwon, it feels like at this point is needing it to just even advance the game state, to put their poke over the edge, where you use the Jace, you use the Ziggs, you have so much poke that potentially Mad can't just wave clear. And look at this, Beryl is actually being so smart. He's constantly hunting for vision, sweeping out all these areas, making sure that there's never wards behind him. It's such a small thing, but that is game changing. And I just love how Damwon prepares for their push.
Can you see if you can enhance the minimap for us?
I will try, but it hasn't been working for me.
Yeah, here we go. So we'll have a look, and you can just see all this vision around the bot side of the jungle because they are very clearly setting up for control around this dragon. They're keeping the bot wave push, they're keeping the top wave push. Armor and Khan have found each other, but not much action is going to happen off the back of it. But Khan will continue to do this. He will hunt Armut. Armut is his mark, and he will do everything in his power to prevent him from getting in the fight.
As he should, and they're trying to just deny vision here, make them check in, but look at Elyoya, he's behind him, but he's been spotted.
Bone Skewer will pull him back. Elyoya tries to flash away, but he is stunned up, and he is dead. Kaiser's going to get the charm onto the back line, as Showmaker dies as well. Jungle at the mid right now. Khan trying to get him from the side, but he's cycloned up by Armut. Khan still putting the damage down, but he just can't get enough in. He will, in the end, kill off Armut. 3v4 now in favor of Damwon Kia. Advancing, pushing forward towards Mad Lions as they
Arrows
try
on the
retreat.
flank.
But the flank is here, and Beryl has the death from below. And perhaps the X will mark the death of Mad Lions. Canyon in the pit. Infernal Soul on the menu for Damwon if they can get it, but Humanoid still very healthy.
Look at the patience.
Tons of mana. Canyon secures the Infernal. Damwon Kia trying to survive. Beryl stuns up Kaiser there. Car pops a stopwatch. Ghost on a rampage. Putting the damage down onto Kazi as well, who still has the GA. Beryl, though, able to shut down Humanoid. And although Kazi survives, he will watch and die as Damwon Kia clean up the fight.
Damwon are just way too good at team fighting. Canyon will die for the first time in this game, but he will secure the soul, and it is Elyoya who tries to find the flank, gets one shot at the start of this fight. Kaiser tries to go in to get something back, and Humanoid and Kazi both commit everything that they have to getting that kill. Armut is split from the rest of the team, and then Mad find themselves in a 3 versus 4.
But you had to think, with Humanoid, oh, they're going for the end here, Elyoya!
Showmaker just does so much damage. Elyoya is down. Armut next up. Damwon Kia able to take down the inhibitor, and they are looking for the end, as you say, Azael. Undefeated 9-0. Damwon Kia, in the pursuit of perfection, they are found worthy once again, and they will fight T1 in semis.
Just an incredible performance from Damwon throughout. You know, if you were going to criticize them in any game, this was the game that you criticized them for. But even then, you get to see so many impressive things from them. Just the patience that they continuously show in their team fighting, the way in which they execute upon their compositions, and the versatility that they continue to showcase. They are heavy favorites for the World Championship. And I think that Mad, they put up a valiant effort, and it is a shame that we didn't get another game, because I felt like that people are going to remember the scoreline and not how competitive games 2 and 3 were when it came to these fights. But Damwon was definitely the better team in this series.
Absolutely. I mean, Damwon played an incredible series. This is one of the most, you know, back-to-back-to-back.
Yeah, let's go. God freaking damn 3-0. Yo-yo must be. Yeah, dude. Damn, dude. God damn. Oh shit. Thank you, Jordan, for the follow. Right. That is going to be it for today's stream. I will be back tomorrow night as we watch Gen.G versus Team We'll be back tomorrow night and we will be watching Gen G versus Cloud9. Now this is the matchup where it's gonna be, I'd say it's less dominant than today. I think Gen G has a good chance of beating D9 to a pop. But at the same time, D9 has a very good chance of turning it around and turning it into a 3-2 or a 3-1 win on Gen G. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. So until then, night and a good day. Bye now.